This is the MK Heads podcast. If this is your first time here, baby, you're missing out. I'm glad you're here, though. Ladies and gentlemen, I have got an outstanding guest here with us tonight. Our very first Facebook partner that is going to grace us with their presence. I've got my man JoJo SendPie on the line. So we're going to sit here. We're going to talk about the new generation of Mortal Kombat. We're going to talk about MK9, 10, and 11. We're going to talk about it all. So we'll get into some lore stuff. We'll get into gameplay. We'll talk about multiplayer. We'll talk about why the game is where it is. We're going to talk about it all, baby. So if you've got any questions that you want answered, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open up a queue. Just type in money symbol next and get your question in there. And we'll be talking about it. Aaron's in the building. What's popping, baby? But we're not going to waste a whole lot of time, baby. You know what the fuego you're in for, coach. We're going to be in here talking about this Mortal Kombat stuff. So if you love it like we do, you're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to run this daggum. We're going to run the intro, and we're going to get started, baby. Let's go.
Welcome to MK Heads Podcast.
Let's go. Welcome, JoJo. I appreciate you being here, my man. You couldn't hear me because I had my mic muted. We're off to a good start, baby. JoJo, I appreciate you being here, my man. So give the people, if they've been living under a rock and they don't know who you are, give them a little in-dot.
Hey, man. This your boy JoJo SendPie. You already know what it is, man. JoJo's infinite in every capacity. You already know what's going on. Shout out to Madden Red for having me out on the podcast, man. Reached out to me, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Been streaming on the platform for about 3.5 years now. I got partnered 2.5 years in. Very thankful. Part of the prestigious program, the Black Gaming Creator Program. Very happy to be a part of it. Next month, February, will be my 1-year anniversary for being partnered on Facebook Gaming. Changed my life. And happy to be here, man. Shout out to Man Red again for having me out of here, man.
Man, I'm happy to have you in here, my man. I really do appreciate we talked about this one time on the podcast before, but it's easy when you get as big as my man JoJo to not even look down, you know what I mean? And especially to reach a hand out, put it down there and pull some of us smaller streamers up there to just to say hi, you know what I mean? Just to be a part of the content. So I certainly appreciate you. Could have very easily just ignored my inbox, but you didn't do so. So big ups for you for that. Tristan said, my boy JoJo. Chad's in here going crazy. They can't believe what they're seeing on the podcast right now. So we're going to start our adventure here into a video game that revolutionized the fighting game industry. It was a real game changer after after Midway kind of collapsed. We didn't know what the future was going to be. And then one day, they played this thing for us. And I'm going to play y'all exactly what they played for us. And I want you to try to think back at how stoked you were when you seen this. We're going to play the announcement trailer for Mortal Kombat 9, which is where we are going to start our adventure here today. So y'all hang out with us for a minute. We're going to watch this thing, and we'll be right back with you.
Oh, this was so dope.
Our story has ended. Centuries of battle, meaningless. Shao Kahn has consumed Earthrealm. His victory must be undone. Armageddon averted. We will strike where he is vulnerable. The past.
Hey, this looked really good for what? 2011, bro?
Oh, this is a 4K rematch.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm about to say, this looks great. There was the birth of X-Ray right there. Shao Kahn's a big dude, bro. I always said that, bro. That dude is massive.
The cost will be high. The sacrifices unthinkable. Many will fall.
So lit.
That just snatched his head off.
Our tale must be retold.
Oh my God.
Boy, I'm telling you. So I remember watching that for the first time. I was actually still active duty in the military, and I seen it before I left for my deployment. I was like, I got to get that game. So one of the first things I did when I went on deployment, what's my address? I need my address, so I need it so I could get this pre-order in, and that's exactly what I did. I pre-ordered it out to the ship, and we must have played MK9. We woke up, we ate breakfast, we went to the gym, we went to work, we came back, we played Mortal Kombat. That's all we did. I must have made so many people mad. Your boy was undefeated on the USS Baton the whole deployment. I had one guy that could beat me every now and again, and I converted him to a teammate. We did the tag team. This is the game that had tag team in it. Man, but this was the beginning of X-Rays. And the whole thing, they didn't really tell you what the game was about to be about, because I don't know how deep you go into this Mortal Kombat stuff, but I played every Mortal Kombat to exhaust. So after Armageddon and then Midway collapsed, it was like, what are we gonna get? And then this drops, and it's like, wait a minute, Shao Kahn and Raiden are fighting. We got Pit 2. Like, what is happening? Because they didn't tell you a whole lot. It was just super hyped, as
they
these
just put it out there.
always are. You know what I mean? These super hyped. We didn't even know that we were going back to two-dimensional combat yet. They didn't really tell you that. But man, the return to 2D Mortal Kombat was the best decision, in my opinion.
It was. I can say the same thing. I played every Mortal Kombat there was. I'm talking about all the way back to Mortal Kombat Mythologies with Sub-Zero.
Let's go.
Cause I have 4 other siblings, and I have an older brother. I'm the second oldest, and he was the one who had, he's 6 years older than me, so he had way much of a head start to get access to video games. And I would just watch him play. I didn't even want to play. I would just watch it so I could take in the information, stuff like that. And he would play so many games, and Mortal Kombat just caught my eye. You feel me? Like Tekken caught my eye as well. And I played that I played that just as much as Mortal Kombat, but Mortal Kombat fans have that connection, that deep connection with Mortal Kombat that we'll never get rid of. It'll never subside. It'll never go away.
Yeah. I'm 35 years old, and look at what's behind me. Like,
yeah.
How many? Be honest with me.
Behind me too.
Be honest with me. How many controllers did you break playing Sub-Zero Mythologies?
Bro, I'm talking about I used to get beat up because I used to break my brother's controller. It wasn't even my system, man. It wasn't even my system.
Oh,
Bro,
man.
Mythologies was a good game, but it was the UI for that game was so weird. Like,
Yeah.
because they tried to incorporate 3D in that a little bit because you could go into the background and the foreground, and it was so confusing. It was so weird.
It was like a weird resizing. It wasn't actually 3D. It was
Yeah.
just like getting bigger and smaller than the screen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I see
man.
what they were trying to do, but it wasn't working. I was like, bro, this is impossible. That mission, you know what mission I'm talking about? The mission when you are going up against Fujin, when you jumping across those little things, bro. I pulled my hair out literally
Going
trying
crazy.
to, like, come on, bro. I couldn't even do it.
It used to
was
make
so
me
hard.
mad the way the enemy would be like right off screen and you wouldn't know they were there. So you're just running
Yeah.
and bap. Oh, well, shit.
Yep. Yep.
I would have seen that coming.
Yeah, that and the booby traps.
Yeah.
Like the booby traps they had, you just running, you just sprinting across the screen,
Yep.
and then boom, you blow up. I'm like, yo, what? Like what?
Or the times they just expect you to know that if you fall here, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to know
what?
that?
It's like, how do I know? Like when we were in the Shaolin Temple, I'm supposed to just jump off the balcony, bro.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna die.
And what it is, they want you to reach the level first. You're like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just jumping off.
Yeah.
And then, oh,
Yep.
that's what I had to do.
Oh.
They wanted you to
I
buy
had
the
to-
books back then. That's what I always thought. I always thought they wanted to sell you the game, but then they also wanted to sell you the book. So you had to go
Yep.
buy the book. It's the only way, we didn't have YouTube. You couldn't
Yeah.
YouTube the combos. You had to make that up.
Yep.
But yeah, so this game was like Mortal Kombat's back. And that
Yeah.
trailer was Mortal Kombat trailers have always been super hyped, going all the way back.
Always.
Remember the original
Always.
one back in '92 when they were about to launch it for the arcades? Everybody's running through the streets, just going
Yep.
bananas. I'm like, golly, boy, what is this?
Yep. People love their violence, man. I'll tell you that much, man.
Like
They
this-
love that violence.
And this was originality. This was something completely different. We didn't have a game like this. There wasn't gore and violence in video games like that before.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our first introduction into what NRS was actually about to do with this. I feel like they've been trying to figure it out ever since then. But so Mortal Kombat, we kind of set the stage a little bit. Mortal Kombat was a party game.
Yes.
It was never, up until 9, there was never a discussion about esports, about the FGC. None of that existed really. I mean, you had tournaments and stuff, but like they weren't making games for tournaments before. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to make a game that could be looked at as seriously as a Tekken, a Street Fighter, a Marvel vs. Capcom, those big games that were in the arcades that everybody's going nuts for. So I felt like they started trying to get into that with MK9. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on the gameplay of MK9. But my thought was it was too defensive with, the different things they did with the, where they call armoring during moves, which, God, we have in this game again in MK11, but we'll get there. But in MK9, if you remember, it was crazy. I mean, the bosses armored for everything.
Oh yeah. Fighting Shao Kahn. Oh man.
You had to trick it.
And you like when it comes to playing AI and stuff like that, you just pick up on patterns and then you capitalize off of it, bro.
Yeah.
So armoring was stressful, but there was definitely a workaround, and we all picked up on it. We all picked up on it
Immediately.
Like,
So we'll kind of we're gonna return to that very conversation as we move through the games because we'll begin to paint a picture of what Mortal Kombat is, what the state of Mortal Kombat is, and what I don't know if you've got any opinions on it, but what I think we're gonna see in Mortal Kombat 12 as a repercussion, if you will, of the community's reception of Mortal Kombat 11. So we'll get there. But just to catch up on chat here just a little bit. I don't know if you got chat pulled up over there, but
yeah, I gotta put up.
All right, so we got a few folks. We got the JoJo SendPie army in here hanging out with us. I appreciate y'all for coming over and checking me out. If it's your first time on the channel, I'm Manic Reddit. We love this MK stuff. So if JoJo's not live, come see your boy. My man said my favorite Mortal Kombat streamers talk about my favorite thing. Y'all think MK12 is coming soon? I hope not. I hope not is my answer there. Take your time, NRS. Give it to me whole and complete, not deception. Look at what Midway did and why they went down the shit stack, because they kept rushing games to completion and not finishing them and giving us rough content that they couldn't update at the time. Yeah, give me a nice game give it to me whole, how you want it. Said I was in the military as well. Bought and played MK9 casually. I played like a week, saw how crazy online play was. From that point on, I was hooked. Well, you sound like me in '92. Man, I'm telling you, the arcades used to be crazy.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the arcades and stuff like that. I'm talking about lines leaving the building, trying to get a turn.
Yeah, just to get in there and get smoke checked by that dude that doesn't have a life.
Yeah. You go in there, you feel me? Because when you go to arcades and you playing somebody, winner stays on. You feel me? And
you sit there all day if you could.
Yeah. They'll literally sit there and like they'll have. I even see someone like the no lifers who go on there. They'll literally have someone stand in their steed while they go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
or go get some food, stuff like that. And then like,
man,
it's crazy.
I see so many fist fights because of this game. God, it's crazy, man. Yeah, those arcade days were rough, man. We had Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 at the we had Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and we had Tekken Tag right next to each other at the skating rink. Boy, it used to get live in there. We'd have the lock-ins at the skating rink.
I played both of those games.
The lock-ins would get crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh,
people would dead stop playing and really throw hands over a game, bro. It was not a game, bro. It was not a game.
Sure. Why was the movie such ass? Justin says. Oh, come on now. I wouldn't say it was ass. It was different.
I'm kind of with them on that, man.
Ass?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The game. Look, it's ass. Okay, so look, I feel like, and before I go, can I cuss on your platform?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't want to talk crazy, and then after we like, yo, man, hey, watch your mouth, man. Like, nah, nah, the movie. See me, I'm a diehard Mortal Kombat fan. I can consider myself a diehard Mortal Kombat fan. And we watched the movies. We watched Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and we watched the first one as well. So those movies, looking back at it now, those movies were kind of bad. Like looking back at it now. Back then though, we lost our minds.
I still watch MK95. I can still sit down and watch that movie.
I have the hard copy. I have both hard copies, literally. And as far as production wise, it's trash. As far as Mortal Kombat, like, come on, that's one of the best movies I ever watched in my life. It's a timeless movie. But we didn't get a movie 20 years. Like in like 20, how long was it? Was it 20 years or something like that?
It was yeah, it had to have been at least.
Like, it was such a long time ago. And like what we got recently, I don't like, I felt like it was rushed. Just like you're saying about the games, about Midway and stuff like that. I felt like it was rushed and they were just trying to get it out there. And don't get me wrong, I appreciated Sub-Zero. You feel me? I'm a big Sub-Zero fan. You know that. You know that Sub-Zero, that's probably the best Sub-Zero I've ever seen in Mortal Kombat history. And that was Bihan Sub-Zero. Yeah. You feel me? Bihan Sub-Zero is treacherous. That boy, what? And he played his role very well. The Kano played his role very well as well.
Boy, did
you feel me? Yeah. I just don't like how they were putting in throwaway characters like Reiko, Nitara. They even killed Kung Lao. Like, why are they throwing away Kung Lao? Come on, that's a Shaolin boy. Come on, bro.
You know, I've got a lot. The first podcast we ever did on the channel was the day after that movie released.
Yeah.
And I'll say it just like I said it that day. I watched the movie. I stayed up till 3 a.m. to watch the movie that day. Took leave from work. I'm at the house. I'm watching this movie. So I wake up and I watch it. The credits roll on the first playthrough of the movie, and I almost threw my remote through the television. I was so pissed off. I was so mad. And look, I've got physical representation of why I was mad. You ready?
Yeah.
Physical representation. Because your boy's a nerd. All right? Look, I love Mortal Kombat. I love the lore. I love all that stuff. That's me. I get into this real, like, heavy. I got a podcast for it, baby. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I do Mortal Kombat. So when I seen what they did with Bihan, I was like, okay, he's a little rougher than I would have made him, but okay, I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
But my favorite character of the series, Hanzo Asashi. The first little bit of that movie runs, and I'm like, hell yes. That's what I'm talking about.
I really like what they did with Scorpion. The only thing I don't like what they did with Scorpion was they like, as far as like showing him, because you know Scorpion, he got killed, he was resurrected, he's literally a demon, and I don't like how they didn't really get into that. Like they just showed him in hell at one point, and they didn't elaborate. I love what they did with Scorpion. But they didn't elaborate on anything. They kept talking about what's the main protagonist dude, the dude with the armor?
Turner.
Yeah, Cole Young or something.
Cole Young now. Yeah, they changed it.
We don't know. We don't care.
Johnny
We don't
Cage.
care.
We'll just call him Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So-
that Cole character is the main reason why I have so many issues with this movie.
Yeah.
I feel like the movie would have been very good. Look, guys, I'm sorry. We're gonna get off on these tangents. It's Mortal Kombat. You got two guys who love Mortal Kombat. We're gonna run off on the left side of the road a few times here tonight.
Left field.
It's gonna happen. And the movie. So I don't know why y'all brought up the movie in chat. That was mean. That was cruel. Now they're just forcing us to take these detours. Reiko they showed was atrocious. Yeah, Reiko was rough. I don't understand why
Reiko
they
was-
used the characters they did. Natara was only in a couple of games, but people go crazy for Natara. Reptile is a. How long have we been pissed off? Reptile's not in Mortal Kombat 11, and you're gonna do that to him in the movie? It's crazy. There could be other reptiles, so maybe I don't know. They did say it was reptile.
They're a whole race, so there's plenty of them.
Well, yeah, but
It's
Shang
just
Tsung
Terrans.
did say send in the reptilian Sizoth, so that is reptile, which is unfortunate.
That's Reptile, yeah.
But-
Sizoth is his name, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's his actual name.
Yeah, they created that in Mortal Kombat 10 randomly. But yeah, so the stuff with the characters was weird, and I felt like I really didn't feel like the movie was rushed, like the production of the movie. What I felt like was the rhythm of the film was rushed. Like I feel like they tried to get so much into the first film that they didn't really need to do. I've been playing this game since 1992. I know who the hell Sonya Blade and Kano is.
Yeah.
I'm good. Most of the people watching this movie are good. We don't need to rehash it. But I will say that I would save everything I didn't like about that movie can be fixed in the next film. Because this was always written as a prequel to the original Mortal Kombat, the 10th in the year 500, the 10th Mortal Kombat. Prior to that. So, okay, Shang Tsung's doing his little treachery. All right, bet. They said at the end of the movie that everybody that died could come back. It was just a thing. He said, I'm here for the tangents, fam. Keep them coming. Oh, they going to keep coming, baby. So I feel like in the second movie, they could fix it. Scorpion being the major one, because I feel like there's a movement within Mortal Kombat at NRS or whoever it is. There's somebody. I don't know if Ed Boon's to blame. I feel like it's not. Somebody's to blame here, and I want to know their name and address so I can go see them and knock on their damn door.
You just want to talk to him. You just want to talk to him.
Yeah, casually. Have a cup of coffee.
Talk.
You know, cup of coffee, maybe a brisket, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know why they're trying to whitewash Scorpion. They did it in MK11 a little bit too. Like, nah, this dude's pissed off. There's no question about it. This dude is pissed off. And even in I think it was his 11 ending where Scorpion kills Kronika and he goes back and he's gonna save the Lin Kuei, bring him back, and then he realizes that there's other Titans at work that are pulling the strings, and his family gets killed in every timeline he creates. So he goes through and starts killing all the Titans. See? Yeah. The dude is mad as shit. They killed his
Let him
family.
be mad.
The dude's upset. The dude is so mad, he went to the Netherrealm, returned to his body in the Netherrealm, which is unheard of. Like only the strongest warriors could do that in the Netherrealm. I mean, look, see, let me put him back on. So my man goes to the Netherrealm, finds the Eye of Quan Chi, gets resurrected as a Spectre and sent to the original Mortal Kombat. So in the new movie, they could do that. At the end of this movie, you hear a voice saying, Scorpion, come home, or something to that effect, which is speculated, and I think it's Quan Chi, which would kind of make sense. But what I don't like is that they did that Cole thing where they made Scorpion feel like an angel. Like he just came in and swooped in and just saved the day. I'm your guardian angel, baby.
Yeah.
No, bump that. He's trying to kill everything. Y'all killed his family. He wants it all to burn.
Hero. Yeah.
Burn it all. So I hope they get rid of that.
And the only way Cole Young is relevant at all, even remotely, is that he has the connection with Scorpion. Like he's his ancestor or something like that.
Just kill that.
And I just think it's stupid. I don't like it. I hate it.
The worst.
I hate it.
Look, let's just. I've told chat this before. We're gonna get back to MKX, but I've told chat this before. Mortal Kombat is not beyond just coming out and saying, "Hey, so guess what? That's all. None of that happened. That's retconned. We're gonna make a new game, and that shit didn't exist." How many times have they done that? And I'm okay with it. Let's do that again. We're gonna come out with the second movie and say, you know what? See what happened was, Johnny Cage was having. He's got this issue where he thought he was Cole Young. So Johnny Cage is back. Here we go. And just move on. Or give him the Johnny Cage annihilation treatment and just in the first 10 seconds off that dude. I'm totally behind that 112%. Let's go. But
got him up out of there, boy.
Yeah, just go, man. Get rid of that. I hate it. To hit him with the uppercut, Dad. I wanted to throw up in my mouth. Oh my God. See, look, every time we do one of these podcasts, something comes up and we just veer left and I'm pissed off by the end of it. And it doesn't make any sense. Somebody go bring up the movie. The way they got their powers in the movie too. God, Justin, you just want to see Manic Red have a fucking meltdown.
Oh man, don't get me started
you
on
want
that.
me to have a
get
meltdown.
Me started on that.
Now we're just gonna be yelling at each other on the podcast about how mad we are. And
you done did that. Hey, before we move on, let's talk about that real quick. Real quick, I promise. That arcane shit, man, dumbest thing ever. Because in order to get your power or whatever the hell, your arcana, whatever the hell that shit's called. Yeah. You had to either be chosen or you had to kill somebody to get it. You know, the one thing that just totally floored me, like it wasn't even funny. I was legit angry. I was about to break something when Jax got his arcana. This man lost his arms, right? Sub-Zero deleted his arms, right? You feel me? Jax thought he was some tough shit. Yeah,
fire ass scene.
He thought he was some tough shit. He tried to muscle my boy Bihan. Bihan said, "No, give me your arm. Shut up." Yeah. You feel me? He lost his arms. He didn't die. Thankfully. But you had Shaolin monks doing technology. What? I've never seen a Shaolin monk mechanic. That's all I'm saying. I've never seen that before in my life. They gave this man fucking twig arms. I don't know what the fuck those were. I don't know what they were.
His arms had to grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And that part where I think they were by a statue or something, he was trying to save Sonya or something. I don't remember. I watched the movie one time and I was done with it.
Once? Oh, you got to go back.
I'm gonna watch it again. His arms started forming, like his machine started, like he turned into a transformer. Like what? I didn't know magic and machinery like coincided with each other. That was the dumbest thing ever. His arms were literally breaking. The twig arms, they were literally breaking, and then out of nowhere they just morphed into a goddamn, I don't know, tractor for arms, and he just went crazy. He started going crazy though. And he beat the shit out of Reiko. I ain't gonna lie to you. He beat the shit out of Reiko.
Pow!
Yeah. He said these motherfuckers work. These motherfuckers work.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought that. See, here's the deal. I don't hate the overall, like, okay, Arcana. We gotta come up with some reason why. Because I've always wondered. Okay, so Liu Kang's just walking around Watan the shit out of everybody all day. So when he's back at the Shaolin Temple, is he Watan people? And if Sonya can shoot onion rings out of her hands, why is she not out there taking over the special forces? Like, I've always wondered these things as a Mortal Kombat fan. And then I'm like, all right, well, relax. Otherwise, they'd all be Striker. And you don't want that either. So just let it go. So they had to explain it somehow. I wish what they would have done was have like some kind of bestowment. Like, once you enter the Mortal Kombat tournament, you're bestowed with these abilities from the Elder Gods or something. Fucking anything but a goddamn tattoo that you have. Because here's my thing. If I'm 100 meters away in Iraq and I got you in the scope, pow, caught, and you happen to have, do I get one now? I can't fight nobody.
Right. Some random dude. Like, hey, I just decided to kill you today.
I'm driving drunk and hit you in my car and kill you. Now I'm in the federal penitentiary for manslaughter, but I got the Arcana though, because I killed you.
I got that tattoo behind my ear, bro.
God,
it's all
it's
good.
Stupid. Just stupid.
I'm about to break out. What you mean?
It's just stupid. Yeah, I hated it too.
It's a dumb concept. It's a dumb
concept. They said
concept.
Liu Kang in the new movie's too small. That was another thing I hated about this.
He was small. He was ripped. He was real lean. He was leaned out. He was leaned out now.
And isn't he like a vegan too? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't like the movie Liu Kang in the movie, that it kind of fit the Liu Kang persona, because you know Liu Kang, for me, he's goody two shoes. He's, for me, everything he does is righteous and has virtue and all that kind of stuff. But Liu Kang was kind of feminine in the movie, if you ask me. He was acting like a little girl all the time, bro. I don't know. But he had hands though. He had hands. Of course he did.
Liu Kang in this movie was one of the things I hated the most. And it's weird because I like the actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good actor.
Oh yeah.
Which makes me think that all of this was by design, and somehow they finally got a writer in Hollywood that's willing to play the long game. I've equated it to WWF. Back when we were little, WWF had these crazy storylines that would last the whole WrestleMania season. And sometimes they would last 2 or 3 WrestleMania seasons. They would take time to build a character. I'm hoping that's what Liu Kang is. Liu Kang, in the real canon, Mortal Kombat 3, the reason Liu Kang went at Shao Kahn so hard was because they thought he killed Kung Lao. And he went banana cakes and went and roughed him up real bad. So I'm hoping, okay, so we've got to build Shang Tsung. So Shang Tsung kills Kung Lao. Look, I don't want to hear nothing about spoilers. If you ain't watched the movie by now, it's on purpose. So I don't want to hear all that.
Yeah.
So
that is your fault.
Yeah, you did this to you, not me.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe they're gonna slow build Liu Kang because he doesn't become the champion until the end of the first tournament, right? So maybe they're slow playing Liu Kang. You met him here. He's bashful. He's kind of a nerd. And then slowly he turns into this Goliath Mortal Kombat champion. Maybe that's where they're going, and I'd be with it. And that makes sense based on how good that actor is. But I hated Liu Kang in this movie. My God.
I loved Kung Lao. Kung Lao was Kung Lao. Kung Lao was cocky. You feel me? Arrogant. That's Kung Lao. That's the Kung Lao we know. That's the Kung Lao we always know. You feel me?
He was good. I liked him.
Didn't like Raiden too much. That dude just didn't fit the Raiden persona at all. All.
Booty. Him and Shang Tsung. Booty.
Yeah.
I like it.
Shang Tsung was okay. You feel me? But he ain't really do much talking. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't the big bad of this movie either. It was definitely Bihan. So he couldn't upstage you.
I don't like how they did my boy Goro. That made no sense to me. You feel me?
Yeah, me too.
I loved Kano. We all loved Kano. We all loved Sub-Zero.
Yep. He said, "Don't mess with the top knot."
They compiled too much into one movie. If they were gonna make a second movie, they could have took their time. You feel me? Because there's obviously going to be a sequel. Obviously, the way the movie ended.
So I don't know why there's 2 more movies coming for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why they put so much stuff and so much unnecessary stuff in the beginning when you could have just spread that out between 3 movies. You feel me?
Well, so I think the reason they did that was because the movie studios got in there. And this is confirmed that Cole, the whole reason Cole was in the movie is because the producers of the movie, the suit and ties at the top, said, well, in your script, you need somebody that represents the audience to bring the audience into the but that was Johnny Cage, and we all know that. That's who Johnny Cage was. He was this random dude that was an actor, He doesn't know why he's here. He thinks he's on a movie set half the time. He was comedic relief, and he was us. But they didn't get it because they're not Mortal Kombat heads.
Yep.
So I'm hoping with the backlash they got, because I haven't heard anybody say they like Cole. If they did, they're lying.
Me neither.
Fight me. So I'm hoping that the studio sees that and goes, oh, okay, maybe we should shut the hell up and let them make a movie. Let's kill Cole in the open. Like, I want Cole to die so quickly he doesn't make it through the opening credits. You know, when they're like, in arrest, like a small cutscene, Cole Young, out of it. And don't even talk about it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go ahead and put it in the trailer so I can be hyped.
As the movie's starting, you just see Cole Young's just beheaded, just there. You're like, oh, he dead. Yeah. Let's move it on. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Like, what I want to happen is we're going to set the scene here. Think back in Mortal Kombat 95. You got Johnny Cage in there doing pop, 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 kicking the dudes. Where do you get these guys, right? Do a throwback of that right there, except Cole Young busts onto the set, not knowing that there's going to be like a fiery car crash, and he gets taken out by the fiery car crash. The stuntman gets the Arcana, and Johnny Cage makes it to the tournament. Just take him out. Just accident. Get him out of there. You know what I mean? Oh, remember when that happened? Moving on. You know, just get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm still hyped for the new movie, though. I'm ready for it. Take your time again. Look, I'm willing to wait for these MK things, man. I know a lot of people get impatient, me included. I want a new Mortal Kombat game. I've been playing MK11 too long. But look, I still play the ones from '92. We play Mugen on this channel all the time, which is fan-created Mortal Kombat games built on an old engine, you know? So we still play all those. I'm going to keep playing it, but I would like something new and fresh.
Yeah.
I would. The stuntman gets Arcana. You trying to bring there? See, there it is. The stuntman's mocap. Let's go. I'll take that over Cole.
Oh man,
Write that down in your journal.
Man. mocap over Cole. That speaks volume.
Mocap just sit in the back. Shut up. I'm all right with it. There's little dots all over his head. All right, man. Crazy. So off the movie, because we could be there all night. MK9. So what were your experiences with MK9?
MK9, when that game dropped, because the game before that was Armageddon, right? I believe. And Armageddon, that was years. We talking about years before we seen another Mortal Kombat game. And I think that MK9 introduced NRS. And that's and they dropped Injustice a little while before or after. I don't know. I'm not really a huge Injustice fan, but they're made by the same company or the same developers. And MK9 dropped, and I was super excited. I saw the trailer. I was like, "Yo, I'm about to life this game 100%." Yeah. And the game came out. Me and my younger brother played it. Even I pretty much forced him to play because it was tag team. I was like, yo, you're playing this with me. You don't have a choice. So we started playing that, you feel me? And of course, I picked Sub-Zero, and he was a huge Scorpion fan. So we were just online, just rolling teams, because literally it's 2v2. You can literally do 2v2 because it was tag. I was so dope. And the netcode wasn't bad either. You feel me? Except for the King of the Hill. King of the Hill, the netcode was pretty bad. But we were going there rolling people, and it was just a fun time. That game had so much like potential for content, because you can do so many things across a tag team game, and you had tag combos as well. I remember I played someone, he was playing Jade and Katana, and I lied to you not, I got launched by Katana, and he was just switching back and forth between characters in a combo. I didn't touch the ground. I never left the game so fast. I was like, bro, get me out of here. I didn't touch the ground yet. Like, what the hell? and like, I feel like if MK9 dropped in so MKX dropped in 2015. If MK9 dropped in 2015, you feel me? And around 2015, 2017, that's when a lot of streamers started surfacing. That's when streaming became popular. I feel like it would have been way more content for the NRS scene if I feel like MK9 was ahead of its time. And like that time era, I wish it was moved forward like 5 years. It would have been so crazy.
And you know what's funny is that NRS has stated the reason we don't have tag team combat, and I think this is probably an outright lie, is that it wasn't played enough, that people didn't play it. They say
Yeah.
they have the statistics on how much tag team combat was played, and it wasn't played enough. I don't think that's true. I just think it's horrible to balance, and they wanted to balance MK11 really bad.
Yeah.
So
So I think MK versus DC came out before
yeah, it did
MK9.
in 08.
It did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Armageddon came out in 06, and MK versus DC, like, it was forgot about on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't even recognize that as a video game, to be straight up and honest with you.
I didn't really fuck with that game like that either.
Game's horrible. I will say
Yeah.
Sub-Zero, Kuai Liang becoming Batman was pretty sick. But other than that game sucked.
Yeah. It was pretty
Oh,
bad.
man.
But
The only way they could make
MK9?
the fatalities worse than they did in Armageddon is what they did in DC versus
Yep.
MK. The only way you can make it worse.
Yep.
The void of fatalities and then watered down weirdo fatalities they had in that game. So
what was it? Heroic brutality or some shit like that?
I don't even know.
That shit was ass.
Booty.
That shit was ass.
My
But
God.
MK9 was dope. Like as far as the UI for that game, the combos, that's when they introduced the crazy combos, and I really appreciated
And
that.
X-Ray.
And yeah, and they introduced X-Ray.
X-Ray was
like,
sick, man.
Come on, bro. I would try everything to get my X-ray off just to see. You feel me? I will go into practice and just scroll through the fucking roster just to see X-ray and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. The game movement, it was fast. It was real quick. You had to test your reactions, stuff like that. Really competitive, really great game. Probably one of the best rosters ever in MK history, NRS history. Probably one of the best rosters. It was just dope.
Yeah.
And no, that game didn't have a sprint meter. MKX had a sprint meter.
Yeah.
But the movement, they had dash canceling. It was really quick, really quick.
Yeah.
This is a good game. The only thing with that game is they never patched anything.
Nothing.
Cabal and MK9,
It's a problem. That boy broke.
good luck. Good luck fighting against the Cabal.
Yeah.
If you went online and fought against a decent Cabal, good luck. Bro, he had cancels and he had like string cancels, and like he could do that constantly. The pressure was disgusting, and the whole time he's chipping you out, he's gaining meter. Bro, Cabal he had that instant air fucking plasma thing. He shut out his head or whatever the fuck. Going against a good Cabal, whatever, bro, people would literally like match up, and I've seen content on YouTube. People would literally match up with the Cabal and they would leave.
Yeah.
They don't even
I'm not
fight.
even doing
They're
this.
like,
yeah.
they're like, no, they're not. They dropped what's his name? And they had a little bit of stuff in there that you pick up on, like you had Bihan as Sub-Zero in there. He has a skin. He has the Lin Kuei skin, the Lin Kuei gi. That's Bihan Sub-Zero. The other one, that was Kuai Liang. That's his brother, and stuff like that. And you can tell by the gi because Noob Saibot had that Lin Kuei gi.
Yeah.
You feel me? The original Lin Kuei gi, and they have the same voice. They have the same soundboard. So like when he has ice ball, he's like, "You will die," or whatever. The Noob and Sub-Zeros, they share the same thing.
Yeah.
And then the other Sub-Zero, when he throws the ice ball, he says some other weird shit that sounds weird as hell, and you could tell. And little things you pick up on little things like that, and it just shows that the developers actually do give a shit. They do give a shit. They do pay attention to detail. You know what I mean?
I mean, they named the studio NetherRealm Studios, so they knew they know to this day that Mortal Kombat's their bread and butter. That's where it's at. So MK9, to kind of circle back to the thought I was trying to put out there before, MK9 was NRS. Really their debut. I'm not sure when Injustice came out because whatever.
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah. I have Injustice 2. Like I tried to play it and I just, no.
I played it and I couldn't do it. That's a real zone out game.
Oh,
just run away and I couldn't do it.
Yep. But Injustice does have a lot to do with Mortal Kombat now. So unfortunately we are going to have to, if we're going to have a discussion about the gameplay of the game and seeing where it's going next, I mean, you can draw the correlations between the Mortal Kombat games and the Injustice games. But so NRS is trying to get into legitimate esports territory style competitive video game making. This is what they want to be into. So this game comes out and it's super defensive. It's it's all that. And then when we move on to Mortal Kombat X, we can kind of discuss the direction they went from there. But there's a line that's going to draw us right to Mortal Kombat 12 and what we should get. But Mortal Kombat 9 was a great step, man. Return to two-dimensional Mortal Kombat, return to fatalities, return to the stuff we loved. And also, a lot of people were upset about the retconning and the stuff that they did with the timeline and how the timeline stuff is. I've heard a lot of people say it's lazy writing, but if you'll remember, Midway was really bad at continuity, really bad at continuity. So, I mean, look at Deception and Armageddon. Look at those two games. It's like they weren't even in the same universe. It's so different. You know what I mean? So they were not good at continuity. So something had to be done to create some continuity with those 95% of us that are going to buy a Mortal Kombat game, whether it's ass or not. I'm going to buy 4 copies.
Buying it.
I'm buying it.
I'm buying it.
And I'm going to play it heavily because it's Mortal Kombat and that's what I love.
Yeah.
You know, so they had to give us some fan service, and I thought Mortal Kombat 9 was fast, because if you remember, that one goes through the Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. It goes through all 3 of the original games.
Yeah.
And then 10 kind of picks up with 4. But you know what I mean? So they went through and they said, all right, here's the timeline now. This is the story. And they went from there and they started over. So it was an opportunity for them, 1, to get into the esports kind of thing, and 2, to really give us what the canon is. We've got new canon now. This is what it is moving forward. Here's the scene. And I mean, we were all hyped for Mortal Kombat 10. I know I was hyped.
Mortal Kombat 10 dropped. That was when, so I didn't really get super competitive in Mortal Kombat 10 until Mortal Kombat 9. So when Mortal Kombat 9 died off and I was hanging on to Mortal Kombat 9, I was hanging on till the end of time for that game. I was like, please, like, when this game dies, please just have another one ready. Please, please, please. And it took them 4 years.
Dang, they fuck around with Injustice.
Yeah, and then they started fucking around with Injustice. Then when they dropped that, when they dropped that Injustice stuff, I was like, this is made by NRS, so it should be kind of like MK, and it wasn't. It didn't do it for me at all. I was like, I'm not playing this game. So when MKX dropped, I was really, really hyped, and I remember hopping in on MKX and noticed that they had a stamina meter up top, and I was like, I was backdashing. You feel me? I was testing back. I was like, okay, my meter's going away. And then I tried to, do we have a sprint? And we sprinted. And boy, the game is, they sprint so fast. That game is so fast. And I like it because that's how MKX works. MKX is a fast-paced game way back to old school 2D MK. Fast as hell. You feel me? When they introduced 3D MK, we all liked it, right? First, right? The Deadly Alliance dropped. It was like, yo, this game is dope. I don't like how they killed Liu Kang. I don't like that.
Oh, I do.
But
I do.
I don't like how they just killed off Liu Kang like that. But confirm me, because Liu Kang he's the poster boy. He's the face of MK. It was just like, nah, give me that neck. Bow.
Let's be honest. Liu Kang was a prima donna. Come on. He go just keep winning, killing elder gods and beating Shao Kahn over. How many times can Liu Kitty beat everybody up before we're like, all right. You know, so when I seen that, I was like, oh, bet, let's go. I'm about that. Out of there. Get him out of there. Then they brought back the zombie bullshit.
Yep, and then he came back as a zombie. Oh. They had to keep him in somehow, bro. They had to keep him in there.
He's too much of a fan favorite. So let's go ahead and watch this announced trailer for Mortal Kombat 10 and go back and think about where you were the first time you saw this. Here we go.
Oh, this trailer was so fucking fire, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Fire.
Woo. Know me? Scorpion Sub-Zero, the beef, always.
Forever. Because my man's upset.
Fight.
Yeah.
I'm always win, throw me in and I'm going in. I ain't running, I'm coming to you. Any can get to talk about it because I really live it. All them nights on the mission, no fear, no hope in my vision. vision. Don't need no intervention. You ain't got no right, there ain't even no words to come out, put them out, and they all gonna be missing. Wonder why I'm still here. If you make me, you try to be brave and step up, but your crew is too scary. Plus I'm too legendary. It's what we go hard for. I'm rocking your block, you want to get knocked off. I'm taking your place, yeah, I'm making my property. Maybe a game that you probably deserve your life from me. So it's only right for me. Annihilate them if they get my way of sight. Keep them up off of me. A weakness in you won't make an appetite. Anytime I get into it, I be looking at them, looking pitiful and the condition that be critical. Nothing less than original. Who's next?
Finish him.
Get your ass up out of there. Get your ass up out of there.
Get over.
Boy, I'm telling you, get over here. But look, there's nothing more hyped than a Sub-Zero Scorpion fisticuff.
Oh yeah.
Nothing
Oh,
more
yeah.
hyped than that.
Oh yeah. When they dropped that, you know, people got tired of that. Actually, people were voicing that. They're like, oh, why is Sub-Zero always the damn punching bag? Bro, that's just how it's always been, bro. Like when they see each other, it's on site. They don't talk no shit. It's on site every time.
The definition.
And, we did get tired of it. So when they did the MK11 trailer, they kind of like just took something like, all right, we ain't gonna beat up on Sub-Zero no more. You feel me? And they actually got Scorpion got bodied in that one. Yeah, we'll get to that though. But,
yeah. Oh, we will. Oh, we will. Don't you worry.
But
so
MKX was his own entity, man. That game to this day is still being mained by a lot of top NRS players because that game is so good. MKX is you can't compare MKX to any other game, any other NRS title. You can't compare it. You can't.
Well, here's the deal about Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 10. I really, I'm gonna be honest with you. You ready for this? This is gonna break some hearts. MKX is my least played Mortal Kombat game of all time.
Oh man,
Least played.
Oh,
Not because
man.
I didn't love it, but because my life was weird during those years, and I just didn't get into it for real.
That's fair. That's fair.
But Mortal Kombat X, I said this. I played Mortal Kombat 11 for about a month when it first came out, and I set it down and let it collect dust because I hated it. I hated Mortal Kombat 11.
MK11.
I hated it.
Oh yeah,
Because MKX,
I'm with you.
when I played MKX, I felt like I was playing Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I felt like I was playing a wild ass, super aggressive, rush down style game. And anybody who watched me play MK11, I still try to play that like it's MKX. I like to rush down. That's what I like.
And that was my issue. Okay, so we share a lot of similarities then. Okay, so MKX, you know MKX, man.
It's all aggression all the time.
Pressure.
Yeah.
You are in your opponent's face unless you play Jackie Briggs, Full Auto, Kitana, the Zoner. You know the zoning characters. You play those. Anything else, bro? I'm right here.
Yeah.
And you either gonna make a read or you gonna die. That's it.
Yeah.
That's Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
That's what Mortal Kombat's about.
I'm in your mouth
And,
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was dope. And that game I mained every Mortal Kombat title I mained Johnny Cage and Sub-Zero all the time, every single time, all the time.
So you like
And,
Raiden and MK9 and 10?
I liked Raiden too. I used
Raiden was
Raiden
my
too.
main.
So,
I whooped a lot of grown men's souls
Oh,
with,
yeah.
with Raiden
So-
and Mortal Kombat 9. If I got you in the corner, it was a wrap like Reynolds. You were not getting out of there.
Oh yeah, Raiden is definitely a corner bully, definitely.
Woo.
And
I'm gonna say
I
pause.
was, yeah.
Come
That
on,
was a
man. I
pause.
said what I said. You know what I said. You know what I meant. You know what I mean? I ain't got to say pause. I'm a grown man.
Yo.
I got
And,
kids.
So MK, what was I saying? So every MK I play, I try to learn the whole roster. So
commitment.
that's one for matchup knowledge, and two, so I don't get bored. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And MKX, I learned the entire roster inside. The only characters I probably didn't know were like Shinnok, and I think that's it. And Tanya. Tanya was the piece of shit character, so I didn't really play that character. I'm about to throw up. Okay, I'm about to throw up.
She was ass in MK4 too. I just hated her from Jump Street. There's some characters like when they came out, I was like, that character I hate forever.
That
And
one right there.
That one, and Jade has been added to that now in Mortal Kombat 11.
Mm-hmm.
Fight Me. That is just I never had feelings about Jade. It was whatever. Tanya was my hated Adenian. Now
Yeah.
Jade can fuck right off. I'm done with that character after this.
Man.
I'll hold grudges in Mortal Kombat. So
Yeah.
Tanya, maybe it's her ending in Mortal Kombat 4. I don't know. I just don't. I never
bro.
liked Tanya.
She's just Tanya's she's a treacherous character too. She's just an all around bad character to begin with. So
Johnny said, "Shut up, Red." Johnny's a freaking Jade main. He's one of those. His down and his 2 button on his PlayStation controller wore the slam the fuck out.
yeah, it's just eroded. You don't even see the triangle button no more. You don't even see it no more.
Yeah,
it's just a black circle.
But yeah, so Mortal Kombat 10 was certainly, we talked about MK9 was a lot of defense. MK11 was all offense all the time. You could get
MK11
juggled.
or MKX?
MKX, sorry.
MKX.
MKX. You could literally get juggled for a whole round.
Yeah.
It could happen.
MKX, you make... So MKX was really pressure and 50-50s. You have to read overheads and lows and all that kind of stuff. Really 50-50.
All 50-50.
Really in your face at all times. You got to make some reads. You got to have some reaction times. You got to have some good reaction times. If you don't have any of those, bro, you're just going to get rolled every single time you fight.
And you honestly, you had to get lucky because it was a 50-50 the whole time. Like
you had to guess right. You had to guess. Yeah. That was like, I don't mind the 50-50 thing to an extent because I can make a read. You know what I mean? I can make a read and you appreciate it so much more when you make that read and then you capitalize off of it. You appreciate the game way more when you do it like that. When it's only when you can't make those reads or when you can't react in time. It's like, yo, fuck this game. You feel me? That's natural. But I was one of those people who made those reads. So you can appreciate it. And it had some balancing things. You can armor. You feel me? You can armor through some pressure if you wanted to. Also, they had the neutral jump punch. Some characters had really good neutral jump punches, like Quan Chi, Raiden, Johnny. Johnny literally jumps and he punches straight down to the ground. So if anybody wants to do some stupid fake pressure shit, you can just get off me.
Yeah.
And MKX didn't have a lot of crushing blows either.
Yep.
So you didn't have to worry about eating an instant 30% damage fucking combo for no fucking. You feel me? I hit you one time, it does 30%. Also, they had the braking system, the breaker system, not breakaways. That shit is ass. The braking system. You have 2 meters and you want to stop that combo, you can stop that combo. Yeah. Even if whether you're juggled or not, you could be juggled or you could be on the ground and you could break away and it resets to neutral. Boom, get off me, but I spent 2 meters. You feel me? It's a fair trade-off. It's a fair trade-off. And the way to gain meter in that game is take damage, do damage, or do chip damage. You get a lot of meter for chipping your opponent. When your opponent's blocking and stuff like that, you just chip them away and you get all that meter.
In the old school games.
So yeah, literally. And I feel like that game was more balanced. It was imbalanced, but everyone was imbalanced. It wasn't, unless you're Liu Kang. Liu Kang in that game was fucking ridiculous.
So it was so broke that it was almost balanced as
yeah.
Because everybody was cracking that game.
Yeah, MKX was broken, but everyone was broken.
Yeah.
Everyone. Literally everyone. MK11, we all know the top 5 characters. You say, yo, top 5 at MK11. Liu Kang, Jackie, Cetrion, probably Johnny, Fujin, and then we'll get into MK11.
Yeah.
We'll talk about MKX right now.
Yeah. Well, MKX was Mortal Kombat because Mortal Kombat's always been broke.
Yes.
It's always been broke.
Yes.
And I have the bad habit of saying things are broken in MK11, and we'll get to MK11 and its issues, but I only say that because I haven't played the older ones, MKX being included, in such a long time, all the time, to understand that MK has always been super broken. It's always been out of control, mayhem, just constant. Like that was Mortal Kombat, and that was the appeal. And that was where Mortal Kombat was stuck as a party game for so long. It was a game you plugged in, you play with your homeboys. You know what I mean? You plugged the Genesis or the PlayStation 1 up, and you whooped the shit out of everybody for a minute, got them all pissed off, and then you went on about your day. You know what I mean? That's what Mortal Kombat was. And MK9 was them trying to get into competitive professional gaming because it's a thing now. It was in its infancy when MK9 came out, and it's freaking massive now. But they tried to fix the defensive stuff from Mortal Kombat 9. We were all mad. Like, look, you know, this is all defense. The armor's bullshit. You know, this and that's broke. We don't like this. This isn't Mortal Kombat. So then we got 11. They were like, all right, cool. We'll give you all aggression all the time. And then everybody complained about that. Oh, it's all aggression all the time. It's broke. You can't be competitive with this because it's all 50-50. It's all guessing. You know, anybody can win at any time. That's how MKX was. But that's how it always was. It was always that way. But now that you've got the competitive folks in there that played, you know, Tekken and Street Fighter, these games that were more balanced, honestly. Yeah. They're upset because, you know, this or that. I think that's changed now. But that was the culture then, was this is too much. Y'all went from the defensive side all the way to the aggressive side. We don't like either one of those, which is why we are where we are now. Yeah, they said Jason was a beast. They're going to rename MKX to Mix. Oh, man.
Jason was a beast in MKX, though, 100%.
Yeah, facts.
I still play that game. That game is still played by me.
Yeah. I wish we could get servers on MK9. I wish. On PC, you can. You can still play online on PC, but there's just not. Yeah. There's no one on there. Yeah.
There's no one on there.
You know, I wish we could get something, but who knows if we'll ever get that. But yeah, so MKX, the storyline was one of the things I hated about MKX the most. That
really?
I did not. I felt like it was Johnny's game. Through and through. It was Johnny's game. Was. They created this game because they killed so many people in MK9. MK9 was like a
you could thank Sindel for that.
She went through and roasted every damn body.
Sindel so they went there and bodied everybody.
And Johnny's the one she didn't body, right? So they needed somebody, so Johnny filled that spot. But then they just like made some shit up. And I don't like when they just make some shit up. Like Johnny had always just been
pull something out of their ass. I don't like that either.
All of a sudden, Johnny's got this Mayan warrior tribe he's from, and they forgot they knew how to do all that, and now he can do it. Oh, and then guess what? Cassie can do it too. Ooh, like how original.
It's hereditary. He passed it down. He passed it down.
Yeah, that just upset the hell out. And you know, power balancing has always been an issue in Mortal Kombat. Always been an issue. But this fucking Elder God Shinnok can't fight for shit. This dude has gotten bodied by Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Cassie Cage, Raiden. Like he's gotten like, how does Quan Chi not just raise up and beat this dude up? Like I don't understand. Oh man, it's crazy. Swear jar on Twitch was popping, baby. It's
weird.
Yeah, I don't. It's so odd, you know, because it's like, you know, how scared am I going to be of Shinnok next time he shows up? You know what I mean? Like
Shinnok's been reduced to that man got his head cut off and he can't even talk anymore. He's just there, and they still worshiping him and stuff like that.
But so my dude is an Elder God.
You can't kill an Elder. Yeah, you can't kill an Elder God. But in the Mortal Kombat universe, like Raiden says, there are fates worse than death.
Yep.
Dude, just cut dude's head off. All right. Yeah. I don't know where his body is.
Well, and what's crazy is that the canon behind Raiden and Shinnok is that Reptile's race literally split in half. Or it split. I don't know if it was necessarily in half. But Reptile's race split because last time Shinnok got out of control, him and Raiden had a cataclysmic fisticuff fight that literally made the earth uninhabitable. It destroyed the earth. So why now does he come back and Johnny Cage is hitting you with a shadow kick and it's a wrap? Like that's the shit that upsets me about Mortal Kombat. No. You know what I mean? Like
Johnny Cage has way too much plot armor, man. Way too much.
Damn Cole, man. It's crazy. But yeah, so the storyline I didn't really care for. I wasn't a big fan of it, but they did some cool shit though. They brought back the Shinnok from Mythologies with the God form, which just got beat up by Cassie. So like what?
Yeah, Cassie Cage, teenager that's whooped his ass,
Come on, man. Come on.
Nah, I feel you though. Now that you mentioned it, it really was, that whole story revolved around Johnny Cage and the Special Forces. That's literally like little kids,
Combat kids.
Little kids just whooping an elder god's ass who can literally just kill you like that, and they just whooping his ass. It's weird, but
which just damages the antagonist to me. It just damages them.
They did all that right, and they took out all the combat kids in MK11. How you gonna do all that, and then we don't see Takeda, Kung Jin?
How did we keep Cassie and Jackie? How are those the two we kept?
Yeah.
The two least interesting characters.
Yeah.
They could have possibly made a return in 11. That, like, Kung Jin and Takeda were cool ass characters. I didn't like what they did with Kung Jin's story in MKX. I thought it was what's a good way I can put this? It was a reach. It was an obvious PC plant.
Yeah.
Is how I felt about him. Like, I feel like he could have been a really cool character without introducing some of the stuff they did with him, like being out of the Shaolin but having the bloodline, and he can come back like and going and stealing some shit from Raiden. Like, what are you, stupid? Like,
they just portrayed him. They just portrayed him to be like this fuck up. He's just a fuck up.
A redemption story. And that's what we need.
Yeah. They could have did something. They could have did something better with his lore, for sure. Because a lot of people were weirded out by him too, because he's the first openly gay Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah.
So people were weirded out, and I'm like, so what? And
well, that was the thing with me, is they leaned on it so heavy, and the whole time I'm playing the game, like, maybe I'm weird because I just don't care. Like, nobody's ever told me about anybody else's sexuality in this game. Like, I don't understand why we have to have this conversation. Like, I'm with it. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
Yeah.
We had there was a conversation for a long time why Jax was the only black character for the longest time. I was like, I never noticed it, but okay, cool. I mean, you know what I mean? But for the people that it did matter to, it mattered a lot.
Yeah.
I was a white kid sitting in my house playing this game on the Genesis. Maybe you know what I mean?
I think it was cool. I think it was cool that they introduced a gay character into the game, but it's just his story. He's literally just a thief. That's it. Yeah. That's the highlight of his life. He's a thief.
Yeah.
And MKX, they made Liu Kang, they turned him into an asshole. He is a literal piece of shit in MKX. Literally. If you pay attention to the dialogue, bro, they made Liu Kang literally a homophobe. He's literally a homophobe. Like, when you play Liu Kang and Kung Jin, Liu Kang says, "I'm aware of your proclivities."
That's like, what I'm talking about. Why do we have to do all that?
I'm like, damn, that's how we coming, NRS. What the fuck?
Yeah. What do you? You're like undoing all of the good you're trying to do with Kung Jin. That's what I mean. Was like the whole game had this weird overtone in the storyline.
Yeah.
And it was like, do we need that? Do we? I
don't know how. I don't know how you. They were trying to make it political. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you don't include Takeda and Kung Jin. I don't know how you take them out of the game. I don't know how you do. I'm telling you right now, if they had Takeda and Kung Jin in the game, that probably would have been the selling point of the game. The combat kids, bro. Come on, bro. You got 4 combat kids. Everybody would have been fucking with them. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you some good shit.
See, I hated the combat kids. I hated them from Jump Street.
Wow.
See, look, your boy. Look, we gonna do this again, man.
It's a new generation, bro.
Look, man.
It's a new
you know what's about to happen when I put these things on? I can't get this shit off my body.
Out with the old, in with the new, bro.
Well, here was the thing: was they didn't sell them to me good enough. I'm willing to accept. I hated Frost when Frost first came out for the same reasons. Like, Frost is just a knockoff of Sub-Zero. Yeah. Stop it. Don't knock off my characters. And that's how I felt with Frost for a long time. And then they did a good job of separating her from Sub-Zero, which I appreciated. But the Kombat Kids, the same thing. So you got Cassie, which is Sonya. Okay. You got Jackie, which is Jax, because Jax is getting too damn old. Okay. Well, what's their backstory? That's their parents.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Sell it to me a little bit better than that.
Give me something, bro. Give me
What are we
something
doing, Arcana now?
I mean, but the thing, the Jackie lore, I like it because it's like it brings it back to home. Not for me, but for the characters. Like it's a home thing. Jackie is his daughter. Jackie looks up to Jax. You feel me? Jackie met Vera after he would recover from being a revenant. You feel me? Severe, catastrophic depression. You feel me? Affected his life.
PTSD to the extreme, for sure.
Yes. Literally going to hell and back, literally. And feel me? And Jackie looks up to him, and she wanted to join the special forces. Jax was like, hell no. Nah. You feel me?
Yeah.
You ain't see what I go through. Hell no. Nah. We fighting people in different realms that you can't even fathom that shit yet. You feel me? But she's like, nah, I want to do that. I want to do that shit. And then Jax has some resentment, you feel me, towards Sonya and Johnny. You feel me? And that's how you build a lore, honestly. But you feel me? Cassie, literally, her lore is Sonya and Johnny Cage made a baby, and here you are.
And she got some green shit in MKX that she can do.
Yes.
From
that's literally it. There's no lore at all. There's
Nothing.
no lore at all.
Yeah.
Nothing
And
at
I
all.
can see. And here's what they with Jackie is. Jackie is one of those characters that I feel like could have been used for an incredible arc for Jax. And they kind of fell short. I don't know how they could have done it better. But Johnny, I'm going to get to your comment here in a second. But as a parent, I can get behind Jax's whole arc in 11.
Yeah.
And I could get behind what they're trying to do. But I just feel like they didn't do it good enough.
Yeah.
They didn't do it good enough. And so, I just didn't like the Kombat Kids. But the two that I thought had decent lore. Look, the lore for Takeda, Fuego.
Yeah.
It's Fuego. It's
on,
Kenshi's son, illegitimized, raised by Hanzo Asashi and the new Shirai Ryu. Are you fucking kidding me?
Come on,
That
bro.
is fire, son.
Come on, bro.
Let's go.
And then you feel me? Takeda had daddy issues. You feel me? He's like, yo, why you left me, bro? And then Kenshi came out and told the truth. He's like, look, you had some assassins that killed your mom. I ain't trying to have him kill my son too. You feel me? So he went under Scorpion's wing. Scorpion literally, that's fire. That Hanzo Hasashi raised Takeda, bro.
It was
like,
good.
Come on, bro.
It was good. But then Kung Jin was just like, we don't have representation for it, because that's what all this is about, is representation. Mortal Kombat has always had representation across the board of a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
You had Mortal Kombat 1. Stryker was supposed to be in Mortal Kombat 1. They took him out and put in Sonya Blade because they didn't have a female character. Inclusion. You're thinking about the early 90s, man. This is not, And then Mortal Kombat 2, you had the introduction of Jax. Okay. That was supposed to be Stryker as well, but then they decided to do Jax. So you've got representation.
Yeah.
And they kept on doing that. More female characters, more of these wild characters that don't make any sense, that are inclusion for certain personalities. It's not, racial inclusion, sexual inclusion. It's none of that. It's, I'm a rush down guy. I want a character that rushes down. I'm somebody who suffers with depression. We've got characters that, you know what I mean? It's all inclusion in Mortal Kombat. It always has been, so what's the last one that we don't have inclusion on? I get it. Kung Jin, cool. But I just felt like it was leaned on too much. We never spent a whole game talking about the Jax was black.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, like, come on. Okay, we get it. Yeah, let's move on. Let's get to the lore. Let's get to the story. But literally, Kung Jin's lore was he's homosexual, so he can't be in the Shaolin. And Liu Kang hates him because he's gay. Like, come on. I don't play Mortal Kombat for hate. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to play a game, and I don't want hate anywhere around. Anybody who's been around this channel knows I don't do hate. You know what I mean? So that stuff, this shit just makes me uncomfortable. You feel me? Because you could tell Jack, look, and you're right. But, I mean, I don't know how they could have done it better. I'm just saying that, are the MK servers back? I have no idea. We in here doing this. You can't tell he was gay. I guess. I don't know. I'm just saying that it felt like also with Jackie that his lore was he's a gay guy. That's his lore. And it just wasn't good enough for me.
Yeah.
They could have done more with him, and I just felt like they missed the mark with the characters.
Yeah, the issue is, and to make it perfectly clear, no one's being homophobic, no one's being racist. No, make that perfectly clear.
100%.
It's Kung Jin's lore is he's gay, and they won't accept him in the Shaolin, and that's it.
Yeah, much like Jackie is Jax's daughter. That's it. Yeah. Cassie is Johnny Cage's daughter. That's it. That's what we're saying. Overall theme of this game is one little thing about who they are, and that's it.
I'm saying that they should have just elaborated on it. I want some lore. I want some more information on the character. I feel like they dropped Kung Jin and they dropped Takeda because NRS couldn't really develop a lore that would have been appeasable by us. You know what I mean? So they just say, fuck it, I'm just dropping it. That's what I think. Yeah. I think they put him in the game and they bit off more than they can chew. You know what I mean? They couldn't really tell us more about the character, so they just like, all right, fuck it, we just drop the character there. Because what's the reason for dropping the fucking character in the first place? What's the reason?
Yeah. Well, the lore in MK11 is that Kenshi and Takeda went off to go do some secret mission, which is like, come on, what are we doing?
Whatever.
Come on, for real. So he missed the whole damn tournament. Game. What the fuck is more important than that tournament?
They went on vacation, bro. The world about to end. They went on vacation, bro. Like, what the hell? Come on, bro.
Yeah, that was my overall complaint with Mortal Kombat 10 was the lore was just, I don't know, it just wasn't there for me. A lot of missed opportunities, and I feel like they tried to correct that with the comic books, which I'm not sure how familiar you are with those.
I'm not at all.
I'm lightly familiar with what I've seen on YouTube. So they've tried to go in and like fix some things, and then in true NRS Mortal Kombat fashion, they came out and retconned it all, so it never fucking happened. But but yeah, so that was my main complaint with MKX was that it just the writing didn't do it for me on the lore side, and I think we pretty much beat that bush. I feel like we're just gonna get ourselves in trouble if we keep it up. So it's all love, baby, over here. Don't get it twisted. All love over here. Let's see. So anything else you want to touch on, MKX?
No, man. MKX is the only thing I can say about MKX now is MKX is definitely my favorite Mortal Kombat ever. Mortal Kombat ever. Ooh. MKX is my favorite Mortal Kombat ever as far as the competitiveness. The lore I'm not really a big fan of because all they did was foreshadow and flashback. That's all they did. Literally, if you watch the story mode, it's every other scene is 25 years ago, 15 years ago.
Trying to clean up the lore.
Yeah.
Which I get, but they just were cleaning up nothing.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. MKX definitely, I had way more fun in MKX than MK11. I think it's overall just a better game. They did some balance patches. They took away armored launchers. You couldn't wake up EX Johnny Cage nut punch and combo. They took that away. They did a couple other things I can't think of the top of my head right now.
They nerfed the alien after
yeah, they had to.
What damn what tournament was that where dude was playing and then he just was like, all right, fuck it, I'm done. I'm gonna pick alien now. And just went
Sonic
crazy.
Fox versus Tekken Master.
Where were they though? Which
I think that was that Evo? Was that Evo?
I didn't want to say it until you said it. I think it was though.
I don't remember.
Yeah, man. It was like they were playing back and forth like, oh, look at this. Tekken Master's going to take it. And then my dude was like, all right, we'll bet. All right, I'm going to take this hat off. I'm going to throw the hat down.
Yep, he took off the hat. He was like, yeah, it's time. This whole persona crap I'm doing right now. Nah, we finna beat your ass now.
And
you feel me?
That's one thing that I will say. People give NRS a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shit. But I feel like the alien was almost the equivalent of Shiva in MK11. Where
just a broken mechanic.
Just broke as shit. And NRS was just like, yeah, it's not that bad. Fucking stop bitching. And then one of those pro tournaments, somebody grabs it and goes, oh, no.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
this shit's broke. Fix your game.
Yeah.
And that,
So-
I was so, when I remember watching that Shiva thing live when, what was his name that got kicked out of that competition? It was the same thing. He was calling NRS out like, why have you not fixed this shit yet?
Oh,
We're complaining about it. You're not fixing it.
Was it? I know you're talking about. He had Shiva, and his the variation name was called NRS. Why would you do this?
Yeah. Why would you do this to us or
And-
something like that? Yeah. And they kicked him out of the tournament. But it was like right after that, we got the Shiva patch. I don't think they would have ever patched Shiva had he not done that. Same thing with the Alien. We would have never got that Alien patch, which essentially killed
now-
MKX. But
About that Shiva patch, I don't think they nerfed Shiva because of, was it Titanium Tigers?
I don't remember.
Was it him? It might have been him.
I honestly
probably
couldn't
was.
tell you.
It probably was. I don't think they nerfed Shiva because of that. They did like 100K something tournament with FPS players, people who never played Mortal Kombat before.
Yeah.
You feel me? They had Shroud on Mortal Kombat. If you don't know who Shroud is, Shroud is like one of the Shroud is one of the best shooter guys to ever
that's old school.
exist. Yeah.
That's old school. Counter-Strike.
So there was a girl who was playing against a Shiva player in a tournament,
Oh,
and I was
God, I
watching
remember
this
this,
tournament.
yeah.
I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh no,
Ugh.
not like this." She got Shiva stomped to death to the point where she was crying
In tears.
like she
Live.
couldn't play the game. She couldn't play the game. She like the Shiva stomp was literally like it had people incapacitated. It debilitated people. Like, bro, you couldn't play the game against Shiva stompers, bro.
Yeah.
She was literally crying real tears, and then they nerfed it.
Yeah.
Then they nerfed her. So it took some tears on a public forum for them to nerf that character.
You really think that's... I've heard that story before. You really
Yeah.
think that was why her crying really did? So that's what we need to do.
I think so.
We need to
I
get
think
streamers
so.
willing to cry live. Is that what we need?
I'm gonna start crying on stream,
Start
bro.
crying and
Whenever something's
JHD
not,
too.
yeah. What the fuck? Bro, why is she gonna crush? I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna zoom in on my camera and everything, bro. You gonna see these tears, and you gonna fix the game. All right.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh
All right.
yeah, man. I don't know.
I think that's the strat. I think that's the meta, bro. Just start crying real tears, and they nerf the game.
That's it. That's how you
And
do it, huh?
You gotta think, bro. Shiva Stomp, that was in the game for a long time. Pre-patch Shiva was in the game for a long time before they patched it. So you go pick Shiva now and try to Shiva Stomp, you're getting bopped. They nerfed that shit to the ground,
Yeah,
as
did.
they should have. As they should have. And it just that was just funny. That was a funny thing.
Yeah.
I think we
well.
exhausted the MKX.
This is me from now on. When Jay,
Yep.
when Jay comes at me, Johnny, this is for you. I'm just gonna start crying. NRS, watch the stream, baby. I'm crying. Get Jay the
Watch
hell
it.
up out of here.
Just hop on Twitter and start tagging everybody in NRS. Man. Hey, fix
Look.
the game.
Manic Red was crying, real tears.
Look, he's crying. Look, you got to fix it now.
You gotta fix it.
Gotta
Get
fix
Jade
it.
out of there. Delete Jade.
Mhm.
Yeah, MKX is one of those we look back on fondly. It was probably one of the most broke, but one of the most fun games they've created.
Oh, without a
sure.
doubt.
You know,
Without a doubt.
and that was for us old school Mortal Kombat fans. We loved it. We had a lot of fun playing it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play it a whole lot. But you know, while we're sitting here talking about MKX, let me go ahead and get a plug in real quick. We're doing season 4 of Mortal Kombat right now on the Manic Red channel, and MKX will be making an entry into that season. We're doing an overall Mortal Kombat champion this time. So one of our wild card nights will be Mortal Kombat X. We might do double points or something like that for an MKX win. When do you think they'll bring back Kenshi? Next game, hopefully. We'll get there, though.
Yeah.
We'll get there. All right, so let's go ahead. Our current iteration of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 11.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. This is one of the most hyped.
Probably the best.
Let's
Probably
just
the best. This is probably the best.
It's up there.
One thing about MK11 is this very, very visually pleasing game. It's the best graphics I've ever seen in MK history. Look at that shit, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Brand new Madden 90 with the drum attack. You a shit talker, we got drum attack. tryna fist fight, boy, you dumb for that. Stupid. You gon' get a bullet in your lung for that. Stupid. Draco get the cooking like loose chain. F&N on me in the mood sign. Glock 19 in the blue flame. I was strapped when I stood inside your boo thing. 21 immortal. We'll never die.
I love this. That's an actual
brother.
movie.
I never lie. Call me bird dog cause I cheat and I'm fly.
Literally his
and
fatal
I
blow.
love winning, I'm upset if it's a tie. If you ever try to
And that's like fourth throw. Yeah, fourth throw. That's his X-ray too. I mean his fatal blow too. Oh my God.
Molly Walk.
Yeah, I'm a grown man. Stop playing with me. Beating his ass. They had to stop the music, bro.
Yeah. Cut the soundtrack. He can't get his ass whooped to a soundtrack.
Get you off the ground just to knock you to the floor.
And he just came right back. I was like, what the fuck?
Let's go toe to toe. When it's time
Did
to
he share
battle,
thing
they
too?
don't never
Switch his
ever
outfit?
show. When it's time to battle, I'm the first one at the door. At the door. Here we go.
Bitch.
Gonna be next.
It's crazy.
Oh,
bro.
that wasn't it. Hold up. I forgot. There's another part.
Yeah. And then I was like, who the hell is this?
Oh man.
Gotta be Elder God. Gotta be.
Straight up.
I remember that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
God, boy, when that thing dropped, woo, that skin we never got too.
Yeah.
Ms. Nikki over on the Twitch side, I appreciate you showing up for us. Yeah, man, this game is, I don't know. Is this agreed upon? Let's see if we can agree on something crazy right now. The most balanced Mortal Kombat game we've ever gotten.
Balanced?
The most balanced Mortal Kombat game we've ever had.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Hell no.
No? I mean, I feel like
Hell no.
they did the defensive meters and the offensive meters, and breakaways and stuff. It's all so trash. But the game is slowed so far down
Yes.
that it's not all 50-50s like MK11. It wasn't. Deathstroke said it was not balanced, sir. You were wrong again. So it wasn't all offense. It's not all defense. Even though you could argue that both sides of those are maybe equally unbalanced, they're a little crazy. The defensive and the offensive stuff, they're all a little bit crazy. But when it comes to knowing what your opponent's going to do, being able to make a solid read because you know what's coming next. Everyone's doing the same exact freaking combos that they've been doing for a year and a half in this game. There's been no differences. You know what combo's coming. Scorpion throws the 2-1. You know either the one's coming or he's going to come out of it. He's going to do this. You know what to do. You could neutral duck in the right spots because you know what's coming next, unless they're just mixing you up. But you know what I mean? It's not different. Where MKX had new tech coming out all the time because it was so...
The combo potential was so vast.
You could do different things. It was artistic.
Bro, you can literally make up shit.
Yeah.
Mid-fight. Make up shit,
To
bro.
this day, if you went and played MKX, I bet if you played online, you get hit with some shit you ain't never seen. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Facts. That's
we start
big
doing
facts.
that?
Big facts. What? You could connect. That connects? What the hell?
Exactly. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
You could lab MKX all night and day. If
Yep.
you try to lab MK11, you're going to be bored in 20 minutes. Because the time, you could sit there and work on your timing all day. And that's really all this game is timing.
Yeah.
But there's essentially no 50-50 other than Collector, Sub-Zero. I mean, those are big 50-50 characters, but it's not like everyone's got so much 50-50 like they did in MKX. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So when it comes to being replay, like knowing what your opponent's going to do and like being able to make the same reads every time, it's fairly balanced.
Yeah. When it comes as far as balanced, I don't think this game is balanced it's balanced to a certain point. They tried to balance it with the meter system.
Ugh.
And they try to balance it with the crushing blow system, I guess.
Yeah.
They try to balance it with the fatal blows. I don't know. So in MK, we go get into this. MKX. Let's type in MKX really quick for comparison.
Yep.
MKX, when the game starts, when the match starts, first person gets a hit, they get rewarded a bar of meter.
Something
When
more
they-
than
when it-
text on the screen.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You're actually rewarded for getting the first hit
For
in
pushing.
MKX. You get
Yeah.
you get a meter. Now you have two. You both start off with 1 meter, right? And then first person to get a hit gets their second meter. You have a total of 3 meter. You get 1 meter, you get to enhance your special move.
Mhm.
You get 2 meters, you get to enhance 2 special moves or get a breaker.
Yeah.
You get 3 meters, you get to enhance 3 special moves and use your X-ray, which exhausts all your meter when you use your X-ray,
Yep.
right? And you can get that multiple times throughout the set. You can get an X-ray twice if you can, but the way the game is designed, you're not designed to get 2 X-rays in 1 match.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Possible though.
It's very possible, but the likelihood of that happening is very low. The other character has to be just sitting there blocking the whole time in order for that to happen.
Yeah.
MK11, when you get the first hit, you just get a pat on the back. Good job, buddy.
First
Good job.
hit. Yeah. Congratulations, buddy.
You get first hit props. Like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
that? Give me something. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. If I get the first hit, 10 seconds, I have a 10-second limit. If I don't know, something happens, I get big damage or whatever the fuck, game is so weird. The meter system in MK11, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. You're just entitled to meter. You don't have to, all you have to do is stand there.
All the time. Like, it's just timed meter. I've always hated
Yeah.
timed meter.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's why people play like fucking idiots on that game, because you have meter to break away all the time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Oh, I made a mistake. I'll just break away. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I
And
don't care.
sometimes you'll play people where it's like, how the fuck did you get meter that quickly?
Yes.
Like, I'm whooping the shit out of this dude, and he
Yes.
just broke 2 of
and I'm
my
gonna get into that.
2 or 3 of my combos in a row. By the time I get to my 3rd combo, you've already got another meter back, and I'm already getting
Yep.
broken again. Like,
I'ma
are you
get it.
fucking kidding
Dude,
me, man?
that's why the game is not balanced. Some characters get meter faster than others.
Yeah.
How come you have a faster, feel me, cooldown time than I do? Like Kung Lao. Because Kung Lao, he has the orbiting hat where you can literally down 3 and he throws the fucking orbiting hat and he combos you. It costs 2 meters. You feel me? So they said, okay, it costs 2 meters, so he gets meter back faster. That's not balanced. That's not balanced. They should make it to where you'll be less, and like, you feel me? You'll be more careful with your meter.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you won't spend your meter as much. But no, it was like, you'll get your meter back faster. Same
Well,
thing with Scorpion.
Well, let me clarify my statement.
Yeah.
The most balanced game NRS has given us, I feel like, balanced Mortal Kombat game. It's obviously not balanced. You've got things like Jackie that is just, what the fuck, man? You get somebody who knows how to play Jackie, and it's like, what the hell is this?
That's not even fair.
Why are we doing this? Like, for real. But they really did attempt to close the loop on what they've been trying to do with the last 2 games. You had all defense in 9, all offense in 10. All right, 11, we're going to try to balance this thing, have it right in between. But what we got was a super slowed down quicksand version of
It's
Mortal
so slow.
Kombat with, and that was the main reason I didn't play Mortal Kombat 11 for a long time.
Yeah.
Those of you who were a part of my channel, this is my 2nd channel, but we started streaming a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now. We started in May. I refused to play Mortal Kombat 11 until January of this past year because I played it for the first month. I played the storyline. I labbed a little bit. I did a little bit of online. I was like, you know what? I fucking hate this. I fucking
I
hate
like
it.
it.
I fucking hate it. It's slower than shit. I don't know what's going on. My characters don't feel like my characters. Scorpion does not feel like Scorpion. This is something different that I don't like, and I'm not going to play it. And I didn't play it. So we played Mugen day in, day out, 7 days a week for a long time. And eventually my chat was just like, Manic, get your ass on 11, baby. We want to fight you. You know what I mean? So finally we started messing with 11. And I have a lot of fun playing it, but I think that's because I'm playing with my chat. We have a lot of fun playing a Mortal Kombat game.
That game is fun when you're playing with familiar people. Playing as randoms on Combat League with 200 ping and people who play like crackheads, it's not an enjoyable game.
No.
I'm sorry.
Toxic League is
And-
no fun.
Yeah, and people feel me when it comes to video games, you have those idiots, right? When you make a statement or even complain about a game, they tell you to stop complaining and just play. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm playing this game, right? I have the divine right to complain about anything I want to. It doesn't even gotta be about video game. I can complain about anything I fucking want to. You
Yeah.
feel me? I don't like the way the sky looked today. Fuck the sky.
Fuck
You feel me?
that
I can
sky.
say that. I can say that. But you have the idiots who like try to downplay. Oh, it's just a game. Get over it. Oh, like, bro, we do this. I do this shit for a living. You feel me? This is how I pay my bills. You feel me? And if the game, even if that wasn't the case, even if I didn't make a living off of this shit, I can critique a game.
For sure.
If everyone is saying it, it's valid. If everyone feels the same way, in a sense, it's valid. Like, the game is shit. You have pro players, top players in the world who've abandoned this game
Most.
because the game is so bad and they're sticking with MK. MKX came out in 2015. It is 2022.
And we're playing that one again.
2022. And people are that game is still going strong.
Yeah.
It's a better game than MK11. I'm sorry that you like MK11 more than MKX. You feel me? Let's flip the roles now. You like MK11 more than MKX. I like MKX more than MK11. You feel me? I'm not sitting here saying, yo, fuck you for not liking MKX. Stop complaining.
I'll
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Stop complaining.
Yeah.
And just like you said when you said Scorpion doesn't feel like Scorpion. Bro, what fucking Mortal Kombat game that has meter that forces you to spend meter to get Scorpion Spear to combo? In MK11, you have to spend meter on Scorpion Spear to combo after it.
That was the one. First time I threw the spear, I was like,
wait. I can't combo anymore?
Mortal Kombat 1. I could combo that move.
Come on, bro.
There were no combos in MK1 and 2. I could combo that one.
Yes.
And then we get to 11 and it's like,
that's
no, not
staple.
anymore.
That is staple Scorpion.
It's crazy.
You get the spear and you continue your combo. MKX, you can get Scorpion Spear. You could jump over the motherfucker and still continue your combo.
Yeah.
This one, you gotta spend meter. I don't like the breakaway system.
I don't either.
The breakaway system, I think it's a scrubby mechanic. Like I said, you're entitled meter. You get meter fast. If you could cancel a move in MK11 that requires defensive meter, you get your meter back faster. So if you're using Barking Irons, Aaron Black, you can cancel the slide and the drop kick. You spend defensive meter. Look, pay attention to how fast his meter comes back, bro. Pay attention to that shit. Scorpion, Reborn Scorpion, you can cancel his teleport. And it costs meter. Look how fast his meter comes back. Kung Lao, you can burn Kung Lao's meter, all his meter, defensive and offense. You can burn that in like 5 seconds, all of it. But his meter comes back so quick. That's not balanced. If it's a time-based thing, if it's balanced, then everyone's meter comes back at the same exact time. You need to manage your meter better. You
And
feel
with
me?
Kung Lao's crazy ass wake up that he's got. I feel like every time you knock Kung Lao down, he's doing that bullshit wake up that hits you no matter where you are on fucking screen.
Yeah, they buffed that. That used to whiff on hit sometimes. That shit hits you no matter what, and you can combo off of that shit too.
Yeah.
If your back is in the corner against the Kung Lao, and you try to jump over and he hits you with that wake up 3, he could combo off of that.
Yeah,
literally.
Yep. Aaron said I could do a 4-hit combo with Katana and MK2. Oh yeah, I mean I'm not saying you couldn't do combos. I'm saying that combos were not like something that everyone was doing. Like it wasn't a portion of the game. It wasn't until 3 that we really got like combos. You know what I mean? Like obviously
one and 2, we was in there button mashing and doing special moves. Come on now. We just and then throwing a fucking ice ball. That's all we was doing. And when Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 came out, that's when the combo started surfacing. And people were going crazy. I'm talking about me. I'm like 10 years old, bro, doing crazy ass combos on MK3, man.
I tell this story all the time. I like there's a few moments in your life that like stick out and you'll never forget them.
Yeah.
my earliest memory at an arcade was walking into the arcade, and I could still see it. They had windows. This arcade was in a shopping mall right on the corner. So it had 2 walls of windows on the corner, right? And right in the middle, they would like debut the big arcade game. And it was like this, it felt like the largest TV screen on earth up there. And then they had that big console in front of them with the bars. And somebody was smashing people. And like, if I could make that all caps for chat, smashing people with Cyrax and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. And mind you, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was not out on consoles. Didn't happen. We had Mortal Kombat 3, which was the only time they said, we screwed up. We're going to re-release the game. This time we're going to put Hanzo in it because we get it. Because they didn't put Scorpion in the original Mortal Kombat. So you had to go to the arcade to play Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. And this dude was smashing people with Cyrax. Now, I'll never forget watching this kid do it. It was crazy. I was trying to figure out what he did for a living, that he could sit at the fucking mall all day or at the damn shopping center and just rough dudes up in Mortal Kombat 3.
That boy was sitting there just profound, like, damn.
Well, if streaming was a thing.
Like him.
If streaming was a thing. But yeah, so I don't remember where I was going with that. I was probably just reminiscing. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 definitely has its Destro said, you love my Lao Wake Up. No, I do not. I love Lao's Wake Up almost as much as I love Jade's D2. Almost. Don't listen to JoJo. He plays Flame Fist.
That's my boy Gravity. That's my friend I was playing with MKX all the years, and he can't even get an MK11. He hates it. He literally hates it.
It's rough.
He hates it.
My love for Mortal Kombat is what's keeping me on it, because it is still the most active game, and
at
the
end of the day, it's a shit game. But I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. I don't. NRS could drop any Mortal Kombat. I don't give a fuck if I'm playing the game at 15 FPS, bro. I'm playing that shit because I'm a Mortal Kombat fan.
I was telling chat not long ago, if you're going to spend the time to make a fire-ass Mortal Kombat 12, cool. If you're going to completely reset this thing, like they're kind of alluding to, that they're going to reset this and we're going to have the ancestors to the characters we love. All right, cool. I'm with it. Take your time. But right now, what I want you to do is I want you to throw all those characters 9, 10, and 11 and say, fuck balance. I'm going to give you 9, 10, 11 trilogy style. This game is the most broke game you'll ever play in your life, and I'm going to play the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Because it'll be fun.
It will.
It'll be fun. It'll be the brokest shit, and no professional gamer is going to pick it up, but I'm with that. Because us filthy casuals can sit around and beat the brakes off of each other with Lil Jon playing in the background and have a great time.
Not the Lil Jon. Yo.
So
that's funny.
Yeah, that's what I really do wish we'd get that. I feel like that's kind of the rhythm of Mortal Kombat is you got 1, 2, and 3. All right, we're done with two-dimensional trilogy. All right, we're going to do Deadly Alliance, Deception. All right, you're going to get Armageddon now. We're about to close shop. So here's all the characters. That's what Armageddon was. So I kind of feel like we might be on the cusp of getting something like that. If they keep with the rhythm, it'd be fire. I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
If they make, here's my take on it. If they make a new Mortal Kombat game, they have to give us something that's gonna like be insane, because it's gonna have to look. MK11's been out for what, 2 years?
Over.
I think April will be 3 years.
Yep. Something like that.
Yeah, and the game died on the 2-year mark. The game died. The game died in 2022.
When they gave us that last patch and said, "Hey, guess what?
We're done. We're done. Haha. Spent all that money. Haha. We're done." You feel me? The game died. No matter how much you want to deny it, the game is dead. The only thing keeping that game alive is people are throwing tournaments for it.
Yeah.
That's it involves money. If the event doesn't involve money, the game is dead.
Yeah.
It's the same. We've been doing the same fucking combos since 2019 when the game dropped. Like, come on. Every character has like 2. I think a maximum of 2 staple combos that you do, and then that's it.
Yeah, bread and butter combos.
There's no creativity, and if you're being creative, you have to spend all this meter and be in the corner. It's so situational to be creative in that game, which makes that game so bad compared to MKX. MKX had the roof of creativity for MKX was like 1,000,000 feet tall. It was endless. It was endless possibilities. This game, it's people are focused about winning and not having fun when it comes to MK11, and that's the issue. People are obsessed with winning
and there's
and
a
not
lot
having fun.
There's a lot of blame to go around that, but my thing is don't get it twisted. The game might be dead, but Mortal Kombat 2 has been dead for a lot of years too, and I still play it. I'm going to play any Mortal Kombat game that comes out. I'm going to keep playing any Mortal Kombat game. And every game that has multiplayer, we play on my channel because, I mean, look, I love Mortal Kombat. That's my shit. So it being dead, meaning a lot of the pro players, big-time streamers have stopped streaming the game. They've stopped playing the game. I get it, cool. But it's going to be here for us fans. And I hope that NRS takes a look at that and understands that. And understands that we don't need more fans. Mortal Kombat 11 grossed, God, what was it? What did they sell? 11 million copies or something? Astra-freaking-nomical.
Yeah, they that's one thing about that. They sold. Yeah. They sold, boy.
Yeah, they sold. And if you watch, like I do Mortal Kombat collectibles. If you put Mortal Kombat on a bumper sticker, it'll sell out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to cater to these people who are not going to stick around because the young lady who cried, probably a great example. I don't know the young lady, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it. I bet she ain't played Mortal Kombat 11 since.
Oh, hell no.
Me and you are. I'm playing it every damn day.
Yeah, that was her first and last time playing that game.
And I'm
willing to bet any amount of money.
Yeah, they nerfed a character for that young lady that don't give a damn.
Exactly.
She don't care. So why are you catering to them? We love Mortal Kombat X. We love it broke and raw. We like our canon characters. The fix to MKX was get the fucking alien out of the game. I don't need Alien. I don't need Predator. I don't need Terminator. I don't need Joker. I don't need these characters when you're leaving characters like Reptile, Rain, give me 100 other ones that are missing in this game that you could have gave me that I would pay you good dollars to play as. Instead, you give me these non-canons.
Just saying, we'll put this in there. We paid for Rain twice. Just saying. You paid for Rain twice.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. Just
once. I mean, that's what all developers did. Once developers they caught wind of microtransactions, we can make a lot of money off of that shit, and they made us pay for Rain twice. I was like, okay, I don't like that. You're pissing me off. I don't like that. And they did that. They added the currency, like the time crystals and whatever. What the fuck not? I didn't entertain that shit at all. I'm not paying for no damn time crystals, man. What the fuck? And you feel me? Skins, I care about skins to a certain extent. I'm not about to spend all this. No, man, I'm not doing. Keep it Mortal Kombat, man. Keep it Mortal Kombat.
I think we're watching a paradigm shift in gaming when it comes to microtransactions.
Oh,
look at Fortnite. It's a free game.
Fortnite is the king.
Look back.
King.
The blueprint has already been written for you and laid out for you. The name of the game was Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
I would pay you money every single time you released a canon character Mortal Kombat. I would, and I have it on 3 consoles. You would get my money for all 3 consoles if you dropped a character, and every time you dropped a character, it was $2, it was $5. But you said, look, we're gonna support this game, which is not something NRS is interested in. We're gonna support this game for 5+ years. Yeah. You're not gonna get patches all the time. Don't even talk to us about balancing, because that was an issue with Killer Instinct, because it was a pain to balance once they got the roster so big. Hey, look, we're going to give you Mortal Kombat characters. It's going to be Rushdown. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be intense, and you're going to hate it. But here you go. And I would literally, like, if you sold me the game for $20 and it had the MK1 characters on it. Bet. All right, I'm playing it. And every couple of months, once a quarter or something, you release 2 or 3 characters. I would buy those characters every time. If you did a remaster of Deception and you did a storyline and each storyline had new characters in it and you went and played it and you did Deception and you went through each realm and gave me characters associated with that realm and a story with it, you've got my cash.
Yeah. I would do it too. I would definitely buy characters, but as far as like balance patching, I need that. I need
to
that.
a degree, but you have to understand that.
Because if they drop a character and the character's fucking ridiculous, I'm like, hey man, y'all gotta fix this shit, man.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean. You gotta. Look at Killer Instinct. What that turned into. At some point, balancing kind of goes out the window.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's when the game dies, though, man.
It does,
that's when the game dies. I need some kind of balance. Some kind of you can't, you feel me? Now, say your idea, right? Every quarter you drop 2 characters. I'm cool with that. I'm buying it. Every quarter. I'm spending money. I'm buying it.
I'll allot that right to the account.
Yeah. So if I can have fucking auto pay, I will fucking put it on. I'm buying that shit. You feel me?
Yep.
So if say they drop a legacy character, say not even a legacy character. Let's say they drop the character from one of the 3Ds. Say they drop Havoc.
Ooh.
Say they drop Havoc in the game, right? Of course I'm paying for Havoc.
100%.
Of course.
Twice.
What? I would love to be in the middle of a fight and I just fucking break my neck and put it back in place and then beat your ass. You feel me? Like, I would love to do that.
100%.
But if they make him busted to the point where it's like almost unplayable, like Shiva was literally almost, she was right there.
It was close.
Right? Like, she was right there to the point where she was just, you can't contest her.
Yeah.
That, feel me? If it gets to that point, you just gotta bounce it. And I know, I'm sure it goes through a lot of fucking tests, and a lot of fucking time, and probably a lot of fucking money to do these balance patches. I get it. And because at the end of the day, we're just like, yo, balance the game. It's not that simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they gotta do. Yeah. They gotta go through some shit to do that. You feel me? Because if they balance that character, they gotta balance other characters too.
Yeah.
So I would definitely do that, but they gotta balance that shit a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. As far as especially because we're filthy casuals, especially something's broken, you gonna hear about it from us. You feel me? You gonna hear about that shit.
Well, that's the thing with MK11 too. That's kind of frustrating. Is I'm not the only one who's ever said this, but this game is bum friendly.
It's definitely catered to scrubs, 100%.
You got
100%.
characters like and what's crazy is the characters that got those movesets. Jade in the game still from Mortal Kombat 3, or Mortal Kombat 3. Raiden been there from Jump Street. Sub-Zero from Jump Street. What's another one that pisses me off to no end? It's like, why do they have this kind of moveset? I get maybe Aaron Black, but I feel like Aaron Black is not as bad anymore. Jackie, for sure. Jackie's an issue. But I just don't understand why some of those characters that are staples got such wild-ass movesets. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Why?
Jackie, her combos and her pressure is like, you have to acquire the ability to do it. But once you do it, it's like you're just doing it on a subconscious level. It's easy. You do anything. Because when it comes to practice, repetition is key.
Oh yeah.
If you do the same thing a million times, eventually you're gonna get the hang of it. And that's what Jackie is. Jackie's pressure is crazy. Look at Joker. So MK11 has really bad movement. As far as balance, everyone's movement is different.
Yeah.
You feel me?
All the dashes are different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the characters with fast dashes are weird. Like, why does Shao Kahn's big ass have such a fast dash?
Shao Kahn and Kodo Khan, their dashes are disgusting.
Like,
why? Why is your big ass moving like that? What the hell?
Everybody's Brock Lesnar now. I don't know.
Yeah. So Jax has a really good wave dash. Sonya has a really good wave dash. Sub-Zero has a really good wave dash. Jackie's wave dash, trash. Baraka's wave dash, trash. Shang Tsung's wave dash, trash. Joker's back dash, God, like that man will whiff punish you to hell.
Yeah.
He will whiff punish you to hell. Spawn, his overall movement is good. Fujin, his wave dash is good.
Yeah.
That's why when people say balance in MK11, I want to fucking cry in a corner somewhere. I'm like, bro, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. But like obviously, and when it comes to MK11, there isn't really such thing as a bad character. I think all the characters are good.
Yeah, you just got to spend the time with them.
Yeah, I think all the characters are good and viable in their way, in their own way. But obviously, the top 5: Liu Kang, Cetrion, Fujin, Joker, and I put Cabal top 5 because there's no holes in Cabal's defense.
Yeah, he's good.
You can't flawless block his any. You can't. All his strings are safe. His most unsafe string is -7, and you can't full combo punish on -7. Yeah, you get down 1 with a 6 frame. That's it. That's all you're getting. Yeah. And you're working with 1 frame too, so you better be on time with that punish. Yeah. And all the characters are good, but then there's that section of characters that's really, really, really fucking good.
Yeah,
really, really good. A lot of people don't play a lot of characters. Like I don't see a lot of Shang Tsungs. But when you do, it's a Shang Tsung that, you feel me? Some people are really good at exploiting the game. You know what I mean?
Always, yeah.
I think Liu Kang is really really good at exploiting the game.
Wow,
Liu Kang,
a 7-frame mid. He was built that way. 9 frame mid.
Yeah, he used to have 2 of them. He used to have 2 9 frame mids, and it's like Liu Kang. You don't even gotta launch your opponent with Liu Kang. Liu Kang could combo you on the floor. He has all this unbreakable damage. You feel me? Because it's breakaways, you have to be in the air to break away. He doesn't have to be in it. It's game breaking. You know what I mean? Mortal Kombat, when you're doing a combo, when you're doing a combo, you have to worry about getting full combo punished. Yeah.
In the middle of your combo.
Worry about getting full combo punished while you're In what fighting game do I have to cut my combo short or downgrade my combo so I don't get full combo punished? Breakaways is a game-breaking mechanic. No pun intended.
You know when the first time we saw that was? You ready?
What?
We've always hated this dynamic, and it's always existed in Mortal Kombat. What? Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Shao Kahn used to do that shit, and I used to get so pissed because he could hit you in the middle of your damn combo. I was like, what the hell's the point of having combos? Chronica, same thing. Right in the middle of my combo, bow, I'm hitting you with something like,
crazy.
Right in the middle of my combo, I did nothing to deserve this. It's not my fault. Yeah, people were saying Sector and Cyrax.
You'll be in the middle of a combo and this man just says, man, get that young shit out of here, and just hits you for 30%.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Breakaways is a stupid mechanic. There's in no fighting game where I launch, and there's no fighting game on this planet where I'm literally juggling you in the air and I have to worry about getting full combo punished. Yeah. I'm supposed to combo. Why do I have to worry about doing something I'm supposed to do?
Especially with Thailand combos. You've already dialed the combo in.
Yes.
It's happening.
Yes.
You're fucked and you don't even know it yet.
I have to, your opponent, and that's the defensive thing you're talking about. The defense is way too good in this game.
Well, so is offense. Like, the Fatal Blow is the craziest thing. I hate Fatal Blow so much. I button mash and get 30%.
Yeah. That was their answer to that. That was their balancing mechanism to that by adding crushing blows and fatal blows.
Just stop it.
So crushing blows, now look, crushing blows are cool as shit. In the middle of the game, you fucking get a counter hit or a punish and you breaking bones and shit. That is fucking fire. I love it. Yeah. But 30% and you're hitting me one time or twice and you're getting 30%. Also, the requirements sometimes are stupid. Like, let's example Liu Kang. You go hear a lot of Liu Kang. When you hear broken in MK11, you're gonna hear a lot about Liu Kang. So Liu Kang, his forward 4 string, the Chinese warrior string, where he does like 4 kicks, and in the last kick, he's fucking kicks you in the face and you go flying across the map.
It's got the little gap in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be a 9 frame mid. They patched that, and I think it's like 13 or 11 or something like that. And that string, it's a mid. You know, mid has crushing capabilities. You feel me? It's a meaty as well. So you knock your opponent down and you try to like apply some more pressure. That move that they try to wake up to or something like that. You do that string, and you're in the corner. You're eating like 50% of your fucking health right there off rip.
Yeah.
Noob Saibot, his back one, where he punches you in the stomach, where his clone comes out, punches you in the stomach, and then he pulls you back in, and then he punches you in the face for the crushing blow. That's a 9-frame mid too. You could mash that. Like I said, mids have crushing capabilities, so you can just mash it out and you get rewarded. This game rewards scrubby gameplay.
Yeah,
it rewards you. You know what I mean? So, and the thing is, whenever you're rewarded for scrubby gameplay, you get a crushing blow. You get a crushing blow for you because you decide to be an idiot. You get a crushing blow for it. You get a free 30%.
Because you're like, mashing.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, like what the fuck?
Meanwhile, Scorpion has some that you have to do like a 6-hit combo in order to get it, and it's like, so you've got both sides. You've got characters where you're rewarded for being an ass, being booty at the game, and then others where you have to do shit to get them. And, Scorpion's not void of ass stuff. He's got his fair share of assery. Yeah. But it's just, I feel like they tried in this game to get somewhere between 9 and 10.
Yeah.
But the way that they did it was adding things that are booty. I mean, say how you want to say it. The breakaway system in this game, the timed meters, awful. Like, why did we get away from? I like the offensive and defensive meter. I do like that. I don't like that it's timed.
I like that in itself. Yeah, I like that.
I would like those to charge based on your gameplay. If I'm attacking you and you're blocking, I'm getting an aggressor meter.
Yes.
I'm getting offensive bar. Now you're attacking me, I'm blocking. I'm getting defensive. Reward me for flawless blocks. Because, I mean, look, it takes a little bit of skill to do a flawless block. My dumb ass still can't do it.
We'll get into flawless blocks.
My dumb ass still can't do it. But you know what I mean? You do those things, you get a reward for playing the game.
Yeah.
Not just for being present.
Earn your meter, man.
Yeah. Otherwise, you turn into a Justice 2 where you're hanging on the other side of the screen with Cetrion throwing shit instead of you're playing a fighting game. It's not a shooter. Stop it. Let's fight.
I'll go play COD or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what was I saying? Okay, so the breakaway system and the meter system, that I've been talking about this shit for years. That shit needs to go.
I think we all have.
The crushing blows, like the crushing blow requirements, I get it. When you said 6 hits or 8 hits minimum and stuff like that, that's I like that.
I do too.
You feel me? Because you're working for it. You're getting you're getting rewarded for doing a combo. Good. Like Jax, when his arms are heated up, you get the double heat missiles, you get a crushing blow. I think it's like 6 hits, I think.
Oh, and you get fire brutality too. Let's go.
Oh yeah. And they took it back with that one. They took it way
back. I love that fatal too.
Yep.
I don't know why I love that one because it's super cheesy. But
yeah. And they do so this game doesn't have a breakaway, so you can't break away if you're on the ground. You feel me? If you're getting hit with a string on the ground, you can't break away. Cool. But don't apply crushing blows to that, man. Because look, Jax, he had his enhanced outrank string where he could punch you 8 times. You get a crushing blow if you use your fucking heat missiles and you didn't even leave the ground. And I ate 32%. I'm like, bro, what the hell? Scorpion, you could do spear twice in a combo.
Yeah.
Without him leaving the ground. Mm-hmm. And you can get that 2-1-2 crushing blow. It's just, I like crushing blows, but they need to balance that out some more. Either take the damage down a notch or get some actual skilled requirements. You know what I mean? Another thing, throw crushing blows. That shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing because it is Mortal Kombat. Throws are 50-50s. You have to guess. If you guess wrong, you next throw is a crushing blow. I'm literally guessing. I'm guessing. If I guess wrong, I have to eat 30%. And don't let it be Devora with all her bugs on you. That's a 40% grab. Unheard of. 40% grab. That's unheard of.
You pressed one button.
Yeah.
Maybe a directional.
I guess wrong, and I'm getting fucked. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's
in that sense, it's crazy.
I've never liked throws to begin with, but I get why they're in the game.
Oh yeah,
Keep
because
people just blocking all day.
Yeah,
I get
absolutely.
it, but that
Absolutely.
doesn't mean I have to like them.
Oh God.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we just bitch to bitch, and that's what I'm doing when it comes to throws. Yeah, I think if you're going to have crushing blows in there, crushing blows are cool. X-rays were cool as shit. Miles said he tried to hook you up with that Beardo, but you didn't listen. Damn, son, just call my man out. Why y'all always trying to roast my guests? I don't get it. Last time was my man's mullet.
I've been meaning to get that shit, but when it comes to my beard, I just don't have the genetics to grow it the way I wanted to. So
you get you one of them markers, man. You just mark it up. You know what I mean?
Hell no. not the Beijing. Hell no.
Man, he's got a lined up beard. Yeah, that Sharpie is great.
That shit sharp as hell, boy. Who did that? I did.
But yeah, I feel like the crushing blow should be something when somebody hits you with a crushing blow, you take a second and go, oh, that's who I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Like when somebody hits you with a flawless blow, you go, oh, this is not a scrub. Somebody knows what they're doing.
Flawless blocks as well. So I know why they added flawless blocks, because that MKX pressure was fucking ridiculous. They had to do that.
Yeah.
But so the way they should have done it is you should be able to flawless block. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example that I always give. So Johnny Cage, and are you familiar with frame data?
Yeah,
I'm assuming you are.
Yeah.
So Johnny Cage, we're talking about hit advantage. Johnny Cage, if you hit somebody with Johnny Cage's down 4, right?
Okay.
Down 4, it's plus 17 on hit. Which means I have a frame advantage of 17 frames.
Do anything I want with that.
Before you can do anything.
Yeah.
You feel me? So Johnny Cage's forward 3 is 13 frames, I believe, on startup. So do the math. If I'm plus 17 on hit, 13 frames is less than 17 frames. So that's guaranteed.
Every time. I've got time to do it.
Yes. I have 3 frames to work with, 4 frames to work with.
4 frames, yeah.
So flawless blocking eliminates all that shit. Yeah. Frame advantage, hit advantage doesn't mean anything in MK11. Doesn't mean shit. If MKX, Johnny Cage's down 4 is plus 22 on hit. Plus 22. If you're in the corner, if I had even mid screen, but we're talking about the corner. If we're in the corner and I hit you with a down 4 and I recover right away, I hit you with that down 4, I'm up ready to swing again. I hit you with that down 4 plus 22. You can't do shit. If you're trying to press, you're gonna get hit. If you try to jump, you're gonna get hit because I'm 22 frames in advantage of you. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? But they added flawless blocking on hit. If I hit you, why should you get the opportunity to penalize me for doing something right? I hit you. It's a fighting game. I hit you. I landed a hit. That means, you feel me? I was the better player in that situation. I landed a hit. Why do I get penalized for that? You know what I mean? He could flawless. If I go in for that 4-3 after being plus 17, you should have to respect it. You shouldn't be pressing anything. If you don't respect it, you're getting hit. You know what I mean? So what am I saying? Kung Lao over frame data? God damn it.
I can't stand you, Jeremy, by the way, on YouTube talking shit. Yeah, man. Mortal Kombat 11, I feel like they added a lot. And I wish I could have been at the board meeting to understand why they added some of the shit that they added. Like
just there to object, bro.
I just want to
hey!
Hold up.
No.
So you're telling me they're gonna hit confirm? Okay, hit confirm is something we want in the game, right? Okay, so they hit confirmed. Good job. They threw the correct button inputs.
Yeah.
Good job. They had meter to spin to continue the combo. Awesome. And now it's the other person's turn? What? Why am I spending all this time in the lab? Like it would reminded me of the old breaker system. Remember the old breaker system where it was just like, I can't even remember how bad it was on the original. I know on Mugen, on some of the Mugens, you start with 3 breakers, and we all hated breakers. Don't get it twisted here. You started the match with 3 breakers. So the first round was just every combo was broke, and you're just constantly like, it was deplorable. So it kind of turned into the same thing with this one, where it was just like constantly, I got to watch out for Jax's fucking fatal blow that can reach me from anywhere on the damn screen. Like, I've got to play defense for you to button mash, And
Hey,
you throw
that
your
shit used to be a mid. That shit used to be a mid, man. Jack's fatal blow.
that thing is
Boy, if
crazy.
Jax had fatal blow and you were anywhere in the screen, boy, terrified.
You got to back up. Now you're sitting there, you're just sitting there shelling up because you don't know what's coming. So yeah, man, no more
It's a
characters
hide
unless
now.
it's Candyman. Ooh, Candyman would be fire. I mean, no non-cannons. Candyman would be fire though. That could be cool. Fuck Devora, get Candyman in there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like they just added so much into this game.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that they're watching the community and kind of understanding. Miles, get that shit out of my chat. What are you trying to do to me, man? So I'm hoping that they've watched it and they've said, okay, all right, well, what game are they going back to? They're going back to 10. And they're going back to 10 because we all love how broke 10 was. Because it felt like Mortal Kombat. Rain used to have a combo that you could do jack shit about. Rain used to roundhouse kick you, come around the other side, do my combo, in my combo with roundhouse kick. You come over here, I go on my combo. Like, that was Mortal Kombat, and it was fun to see somebody do that because it took skill to do it. A bum couldn't do that combo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
A bum can do any of the combos in Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, yeah. MKX, you can tell by people's combos if they were good at the game or not.
Yeah.
You feel me? You get hit with a combo and this shit was ass. You're like, man, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. You
Shit
wasted
was
a meter
ass.
on that? Okay.
Yeah. So, you spent 2 meters for what? 28%? Boy, what the hell? You ass, boy. I'm on your ass.
All right. Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
on your
man.
ass.
So yeah, that's who's Candyman in chat now? What is this? Somebody made a face? What the fuck? What the fuck is happening in my chat right now? It's devolving. My man made a whole Facebook account, said somebody called me.
Oh shit.
The fuck?
Oh shit. Candyman in your chat, man. Goddamn.
No, I'm about to shut this
But
damn
nah,
thing down.
man, like flawless blocking because all right, so look, so there are strings, right? Every character has strings. It's a fucking fighting game, right?
Yeah.
They have flawless block gaps in it.
Yeah.
So that's fine. If you're doing a flawless blockable string and you get flawless block up 2 for it, you deserve it, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be
Don't
doing
throw
that string.
combo. Don't finish that
You feel
string.
me? That's why you stagger strings.
Yeah.
You feel me? Flawless blocking in the neutral. Like you're literally, that's what takes skill. Or flawless blocking on Oki. When you're in the neutral, like you guys are, for me, you guys are sizing each other up. You feel me? Moving back and forth. And you time a move that you are anticipating and you flawless block it up to it. That is skill. I can live with that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yep.
When you get knocked down, right? And then they're standing over you for the Oki, right? And you like they try to do a meaty or whatever. They try to get some pressure on you. You flawless block on wake up and up to, that's skill. That is time. That is nothing but timing. You have good timing. Flawless blocking on hit. That shouldn't be a thing. If it takes away hit advantage. It takes it away. It makes it obsolete. If you're hitting, if you get hit, you shouldn't be able to flawless block. That literally just takes away the whole concept of hit advantage.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Take that shit out. That shit is dumb. And that's what I mean when people exploit the game. That's exploiting the game. You feel me? That's an exploit.
Well, and again, flawless blocking is something else they had to add because they added this other.
Yes.
They're just chasing their own tails with the things that they've added into this game.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Eric, I got my people from my past in here hanging out. We talking shit on YouTube. These bums. Hey, shut up and watch the show, huh? My man. Somebody got the best short hop hands down, man. My man is in here. King Josiah's in here just trolling. Short
hops are cool though. Short hops are cool. I like short hops. I like those. I like those. I like those.
So they're just constantly adding stuff to try to make up for the other stuff they've tried. They were trying shit, don't work. And and stop it. Just let's go back to the aggressor system, and that you could do the offensive defensive meter, have it based on gameplay. And I would be okay at this point if they just put breakers back in and breaker just reset neutral. Bop, breaker, bow. We're back in neutral. We're both standing. Let's start over.
Bro, if they do that right now, it'll just revive the game. It'll bring everyone back. Take away breakaways alone, bro. Take that away alone, bro. People are gonna flood back to this shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. But they would have to literally like redo the game.
And
at
I
that
think
point.
that's why we got what we got last year. I really do think that's why they came out and said, look, we're just not supporting the game anymore. Because they realized, not the Cat William reference. You know, I think they got to a point where they're like, okay, this was a good experiment. We know what we did wrong, and they had to go back to the drawing board, because if they fixed the things we disliked about, and I'm not talking about the shit we complain about because it's annoying as hell, like Jade's D2. I'm talking about the stuff that's legitimately like just too much, all the breakaways and so many defensive options, and then you know, all of that. If they went and changed that, they would have to rebalance the entire roster, and at that point, they're making a new game. So let's just make a new game.
Just make a new game, bro.
And if that was a conversation, good job, NRS. I appreciate you. I really do hope that was the conversation, though.
Really, if they make a new MK after they acknowledge their mistakes, bro, and they fix it and they jump on it, bro, you have my respect again, bro. I lost some respect for MK11 now, or NRS now, but if you want to get real technical, there was a lot of licensing, because there were Warner Brothers as well. You feel me? There's a lot of licensing issues going on right now. A lot of money involved. Yeah, a lot of money involved. So they can't, even if they wanted to do something, I feel like they couldn't do it. So we got to cut them some slack for that. But
well, I think that because NRS is its own entity, and they've kind of already said, I thought that I read that WB is keeping NRS. NRS is staying whole. So they own the Mortal Kombat roster. This is fantastic. You don't need licensing for fucking Joker and for Flash and for these fucking characters we don't want in Mortal Kombat. Keep that shit in Injustice. Throw me a Mortal Kombat character to get me to play Injustice, because I'm not playing that shit. But everyone will play Mortal Kombat, whether it's got fucking John Rambo in it or not. You know what I mean? So that's why Mortal Kombat 12 just makes sense to me. Just make Mortal Kombat 12 because you own this shit. You know what I mean? There's no copyright issues that I know of. But if you start doing Marvel fighting games or Injustice games, you might not own DC anymore. So you might not be able to make those games. And Mortal Kombat sold 11 million copies.
Yeah,
that's your bread and butter. That's what you're making.
You can say whatever you want about Mortal Kombat, man. They fucking sold, boy.
They still sell.
They still sell to this day.
I see people in my chat all the time. Hey, I just picked this game up. Oh, well, come on.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
Ain't gonna take long.
No, you'll be up with us in no time.
Yeah.
So that's my theory. The licensing is why they stopped supporting. Yeah, I don't know. WB. Yeah,
that's what I think. I think but at the same time they weren't communicating though. That's why people were really pissed. They weren't really communicating anything, and they probably couldn't for contract. Like they probably had NDAs all over the fucking place. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I don't know, man. But I will say this: if they make MK12, I'll be happy. I don't care if they make a shit game again. I'm still gonna fucking play it.
Yeah, I'm playing MK11.
Yeah. If they fix the mistakes and they act like and they actually show that they listen to the community, show like that, bro, it'll be such a great time for everyone. Yeah. And people will love MK again, because I know so many people who I used to play MKX with, bro. I used to have lobbies full of people every fucking. I used to play that game 10 hours a day, bro. I loved that game so much. You feel me? And so many people have parted ways with MK because of MK11, and it's sad. It's such a sad experience to see the people who I used to play the game with every single day, bro. I used to get home from work and play that shit until I had to go to work again, bro. I used to do that to myself, bro. Like, I love the game so much. And like I said, people parting ways, man. I'm talking about almost everyone who I play. The same people who I played at MKX, I don't even play in MK11. They stopped playing the game. Literally all of them.
Because a lot of those people are going to come back. Doesn't matter what we get. We get MK12. Everyone is going to get MK12 and try it.
Yeah,
they're going to do that. All these professional players, they're all going to do it. You're going to have You're going to have at least a month of everyone playing Mortal Kombat 12. You're going to have people that, if you fix the things we're talking about, are going to say, I don't want to play MK12 because I don't like it. but that is not the people that are buying multiple copies of this game.
Right.
There's 95%. I believe that's the number I saw was 95% of the people playing Mortal Kombat 11 and buy Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and 11. Those are the base core fans that have been playing this since the early 90s. I've run into some people that say MK11 is their first Mortal Kombat game, but not many anymore.
Yeah.
It's those of us love Mortal Kombat that are still playing it. We're the ones who are still going to play your game after that boils it down. As much as we complain about MK11, I'm going to be playing that shit tomorrow. Right here live on the stream, 8 o'clock p.m. EST.
Yeah, I was playing that shit yesterday. I was playing that shit yesterday.
Yeah, so I don't know.
We'll see, bro. Hey, man, I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it.
100%.
I'm here for it.
I'm going to play it regardless.
But when that shit drops, I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there.
Even if it's booty, I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to play it. It is what
Hell
it is.
yeah.
And, those of us Mortal Kombat streamers that have sat here playing this game honestly, this game is dead when it comes to a lot of people, but I'm still going to play it because it's Mortal Kombat and I love this game. Just like I still play Mugen. Come on. Those two-dimensional old school games have been dead for a lot of years. We still play them, have you been keeping your eye on this MK Trilogy remake? The HD remake? You saw it got picked up by Game Informer?
I did not see that.
Yeah. Game Informer's going to do an article on that thing. Boy, I'm telling you. The videos I've been seeing on Twitter, man, that thing is about to be next level. I cannot wait. I think it's funny that NRS pulled the rug out from underneath them like that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
There's some weird stuff going on at that place. I'm thankful Mortal Kombat 11 was some dope-ass people. I think it was going good at this game. Yeah, man. MK11's cool, man. Flapjack says I just play Kotal. We know you, Flapjack.
Praise the sun. You don't impress me. You don't impress me. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on at NRS, bro. I think they just hired like a bunch of crackheads and they just went in there and started pressing buttons and shit. I don't fucking know. But I'm anticipating MK12 or whatever the title is gonna be. I'm anticipating it, bro. I hope they do some crazy shit. I hope they have a dope ass roster, and I hope they make a long lasting game. Feel me? I don't give a fuck if they gotta pull a Fortnite, bro. Make the game free and drop Michael. Bro, you're gonna get my money. You're gonna get my money.
And they do. And that's the weird thing about these non-canon characters. They keep saying, "Well, we're trying to bring people into the Mortal Kombat." Who the fuck is not in Mortal Kombat? Who are you trying to bring in with John Rambo, the Terminator? Like, when were those movies made? Who are you trying to bring in? Because those people that watch those movies, you're talking about late 80s, early 90s. We're already playing Mortal Kombat. You're not bringing us back. We ain't left.
Yeah.
So if you create a free game, you want to get some people playing Mortal Kombat, put out a free game. Have a base roster of like 4 people like Killer Instinct did. I keep going back to that, but I really do think that's the future.
I wouldn't say 4. I'll say like 10, 15
whatever
maybe.
The number is.
Yeah, and then just start dropping characters, bro. That's it.
You'll get people playing.
I'm gonna pay for it, bro.
Yeah.
Drop them characters, man.
Bring back
Actually, give a shit about the game.
Yeah.
Give a shit about the game, bro. I'm in there.
And I've always thought it was weird that NRS has this thing where like they can only work on one game at a time. You sold 11 million copies. You're telling me you can't keep a group of people to sit there and like your only job description is to keep MK11 relevant. New characters, new maps. What? We're not getting new maps. What? How hard could it possibly be to create new maps?
Yeah.
Like this is DLC content I would pay for.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I think that we'll see what happens, man. Like you said, I'm going to be here no matter what they do in Mortal Kombat 12.
Oh, God.
Aaron asked earlier, what do you want to see in Mortal Kombat 12? I think we just beat that one all to death.
Yep.
Who do you think the main antagonist of the next game is going to be?
Cetrion's dead. Kronika's dead. It's going to be Shang Tsung. It's going to be Shang Tsung.
Think Shang Tsung?
Yep. I think Shang Tsung's going to take his torch back.
Ooh.
And start going crazy again. And I'm a Shang Tsung fan. I love Shang Tsung. I'm not really when it comes to like protagonists, I think being a hero is overrated. I think being a villain or an anti-hero is where it's at.
For sure, they've always been cooler.
Yeah.
That's what made
But
Terminator so
have
cool
better
was
stories.
Terminator was a cool protagonist. He was an
Yeah.
antagonist first, but you know what I mean? He was
Mhm.
cool. And that's something that I think everywhere has always been that way. The good guys always got to like have this code that always gets in the way. And the bad guy don't give a shit. I don't care. I'll kill your mother, your auntie. Fuck them all. You know what I
Oh
mean?
man. Hey man, I'll handle all y'all. I ain't scared of y'all.
Yeah, I
Fuck,
don't
what's
care.
wrong with y'all?
If I die,
What?
that's cool. But I'm hoping that look, we're getting a lot of people. My chat knows exactly who my pick is. Onaga all the way.
Onaga, yeah.
I think
Onaga's dope.
man, I'm telling you, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think Liu Kang might be the new big bad.
You think so?
I'm just saying.
He might turn into the oblivious Raiden. I don't know.
Or he might be a descendant of Onaga, bringing back the recreation of the let loosing, if you will, of Onaga.
True.
I mean,
true.
Cetra said it in MK11 in one of her intros.
Now look. When it comes all shows, games, every series does this shit. They add time to the equation. Once you add time to the lore, everything is possible, bro.
It blows up.
Everything is possible.
Yeah.
So as far as the lore, I do not know what to expect, but in the expansion of the story mode, Shang Tsung boy, and the funny thing is, everybody knew he was going to do it. Everybody knew
the whole time.
Everybody, he made it obvious. He's like, I'm gonna betray you guys, and they were like, okay.
Oh, we
and
know.
Then when they did it, they weren't even surprised though when they did it, which was cool. They was like, all right, he kind of did tell us that he was gonna do this
and
shit.
Liu Kang was just a step ahead of him, which was really cool. It's kind of the first time we ever saw the Earth Realmers one step ahead of Shang Tsung. I think it would be cool if because they're going back to the Great Kung Lao. We just got a few minutes left here, so we'll just kind of cover this. They're going back to the Great Kung Lao. So what I thought would be cool is if in the remade timeline, Shang Tsung was never disqualified from the tournament when he used to fight for Earthrealm.
Yeah.
Never disqualified from the tournament, so he never ended up going under the tutelage of Shao Kahn and remained an Earthrealm fighter. What if we did that and Shang Tsung was on the good side, and the whole time we're all watching Shang Tsung like,
I don't trust him, bro.
like they keep trying to tell us, no, he's reformed. Nope, I'm watching this. You know what I mean? And let it simmer for a game.
Yeah.
And then maybe in the next one, bow, he's the big bad again. Like, son of a bitch, I knew it. You know,
Hey, I'm down with that. I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I'm down for that, bro. I don't know what to expect, bro.
And that's what's great about this is we have no idea. You know, we don't know the direction.
The anticipation is giving me adrenaline, man. I can't wait.
It's just like after Mortal Kombat 3, where it was like, okay, well, now what?
What's next?
What? Because we done beat up Shao Kahn. He's gone now. What do we do? You know, we're there again. Armageddon, same thing. Where do we go now? Everybody's gone.
Everybody's dead.
We're in the same spot again. We're right back in 2006. And it's awesome. I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be here for it. I'm going to play that game to exhaust every night on my channel. Man, it's going to be big for a lot of us big Mortal Kombat streamers too when that comes back, because we're going to be the faces they know.
Yeah.
I mean, me way less than you, but you know.
Oh, stop.
Man, I want to say thank you for being on the podcast, my man.
Hey,
it would have been easy for you to say no.
Yeah.
I appreciate you showing love.
I appreciate you having me, man. Much love, man. Much love.
And we'll get together and we'll do something in the future. Maybe something big comes out. We can do something else. I've enjoyed talking to you. You never know when you do these podcasts, you know, especially with somebody you haven't sat down with and rapped with before. You don't know what you're expecting, but you've been a fantastic guest, and I do appreciate you for being here.
Appreciate that, man.
So we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I will be posting this on the official MK Heads Podcast YouTube, so you can go back and watch the VOD. Because I don't know what is going on with Facebook. When you go back and try to watch a VOD on Facebook, if you clipped it at all, trash. Don't even watch it. It messes the audio up. Facebook, boy, they something else. I don't know. You need to talk to your people, man.
Hey, they working on it, man. We still new, man. They working on it.
Yeah, but But yeah, man, I appreciate you being here. It's been a fire conversation. We did 2.5 hours. It's actually the first podcast we did 2.5 hours.
Nice.
So a warrior to make it all the way through that. I could sit here all day and night and talk about Mortal Kombat to exhaust.
Yeah.
So it's nice that doing this podcast, I've met other people who share my love and loyalty to the game and franchise. So I appreciate everything you're doing, keeping it positive over there in your community, doing big things, and just being a fire individual. Congratulations on what you said, 2 years since you've been partnering?
Yeah. About to be a year. About to be a year, yeah.
Partner. Congratulations. And that was back. People forget. That was back when you didn't know what the hell being a partner was. We just got where they were like, okay, this is how you become a partner. For a long time, it was like, just stream. Maybe one day they'll say what's up.
Yeah, it was invite only, man. I'm fortunate to get that invite, man.
Yeah.
But there's a criteria now. You can still graduate from level up to partnership. It just depends. Like when you stream and stuff like that, bro, you never know who's watching, man. Always consider the fact that someone is watching you. Someone important is watching you. You feel me? Someone. Now I don't want to say important to put bad taste in anybody's mouth. Someone who can give you that opportunity that you've been looking for could be watching you. So I always encourage people to watch what you say, watch how you say things. You feel me? Keep it clean, keep it respectful, and you feel me? Most importantly is have fun, bro. Be yourself. Yeah. Don't be out here trying to be anybody else that you ain't. And do your thing, man.
That's a fact,
stay true to your content and do your thing.
And do something you love.
Do your thing. Okay.
Yep. That's the thing, man, is this streaming game, for any streamers that are out there watching right now, this thing is think of the worst girlfriend you ever had. This relationship's worse. I mean, you in that stream sometimes. I know you've been there. I know I've been there recently where you turn your stream on and be like, God, what am I doing wrong? I am jack. And then it'll be right when you're having those feelings, you go live the next time and it blows up. Like, oh, it's super highs and way down lows. So if I wasn't playing something I loved, if I wasn't playing Mortal Kombat, I wouldn't be doing it, man. So if I had any advice
only the
to
strong
give
survive,
somebody,
man.
Yeah.
Only the strong survive.
For sure. Any advice, I would say play a game you love and you can play each and every day no matter what somebody's watching or not. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to keep doing it. You can chase the viewership and chase the top 10 if you want, but it ain't for me. But again, my man, I appreciate you being here, my brother. I'm going to let you go so you ain't got to sit on here hear me run my mouth all night.
Nah, you good, man. You good. I had a good time, man.
Yeah, I did too.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll have you back. And till next time, my man.
I'm going to holler at you. Y'all have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap the podcast. If you're watching over on the YouTube side, I love you for being here. I appreciate you watching the channel. Go ahead and go check out some of the other podcasts that we've got available on the channel. And also, if you want to catch this thing live, we're live over on Facebook, Twitch, and on YouTube, back on the regular Manic Red channel. So you can find those links in the description as well. For those of you hanging out with me live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube right now, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. It's been a long one, but I hope you got the enjoyment out of it. I hope you got your questions answered. And next week, we will be live with another absolutely fantastic Mortal Kombat creator. We're going to have MK Tom Brady on the channel. So that's a gentleman I've watched his videos for a long time. So I'm super stoked to have him on the channel. I hope you guys are too. So we'll be back next week, Tuesday, 8:00 p.m. EST right here on the Manic Red channel. And then we'll have the VOD up on the YouTube side as well. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep it pushing, keep it positive, and I will see you guys in the next stream, ladies and gentlemen.